Welcome back. This is Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me. The live that I had planned is going to be postponed because I can't ever seem to get the ones out that I want to speak of. Hello, everybody. On my community page, there is a question. Is Candus Bly a victim? And before that, there is a person who has put up a poll pertaining to the same subject matter. I piggybacked off of that because I thought, well, under the circumstances due to the 911 call that has been released and news story pertaining to a phone call coming from the said address out of Rogersville, Tennessee to the dispatch, it is only befitting to ask that said question. Is Candus Bly a victim? That is the only topic I'm discussing this evening. Please do not veer off the subject matter if you can help yourself, because the story takes 1,001 twists when people talk about this, these people, and I kind of can no longer entertain just 50,000 things at one time. It defeats the purpose of me bringing the title on the channel, and it defeats the purpose of me doing what I need to do to get the research, the articles, whatever pertaining to the subject matter. So if you can't stay on the subject matter, probably best you don't engage. It's because it can't keep going the way it's been going. People, 50,000 conversations and subject matters. I want to stick to what I'm discussing at the moment. And the moment is this subject here. Is Candus Bly a victim? Thank you for joining me. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. I'll super chat to welcome during the live. That is the subject matter. Going to play the audio pertaining to this event that took place on the 19th of January. Thank you for joining me. Hello, everybody in the chat. Yes, go over to the community page and just put yes or no. I don't need any explanations. You don't have to explain why you feel the way you feel. It's just cut dry. That keeps people from having to read long-winded explanations and all that. It's not to be rude, but this is how I'm doing it. Just say yes or no. Don't explain yourself. Don't say why you think she is, isn't, Pookie, Ray. Just put yes or no. That's all you got to do. Do not put a long-winded explanation because it's just a simple question. I'm not asking for any explanations. Just, do you think she is a victim? And there's a reason why this subject should be discussed, because one, we now have new information about a phone call, past experiences of them calling 911, Miss Bly, to law enforcement. She's still with the husband a year or so later. It's now January 2022. What's the purpose, the malfunction to continue staying in a abusive relationship, if indeed it is abusive, if indeed the husband is abusing her? And I found it interesting, this person who put this post up, their title was they are in an ongoing relationship. So that kind of threw me off, like, well, why would you be in an ongoing relationship? Why even put that out there? I just found that strange that the person would put, I'm going through an ongoing situation. So do you think Candus is a victim, needs help, blah, blah, blah? It just seems very odd to me that somebody would even put that in a post on the community page. I mean, everyone is free to divulge information pertaining to their lifestyle as he or she sees fit. But I find it strange that a person would say that they're in it at the moment. It is different if you said, I've lived this life before, I've had this experience, so I want to know your opinion pertaining to Miss Bly. But to be in it at the moment, one would question, well, why are you in it? Why are you still in it? What is your reasoning for still being in it? That threw me off. Here we go. Thank you for joining me. Mercy. Sometimes I wonder, where am I at? Sometimes I feel like I'm on Jupiter. I don't feel like I'm on planet Earth anymore.
Switch over for traffic.
I can barely understand what you're saying.
Just asking where they were coming from. Yeah, I'm getting ready to turn on goes and all.
They're saying the caller hung up. They lost contact.
Where are you responding from? I'm on Long Spin Pike at the bridge. Yeah. 327. 7. Make a note there. If you have anybody respond emergency traffic out here, solid G guys right there, water department. Units responding to the domestic. We've got all back on the phone. They called 911 again. Still an open line. If you're arguing in the background. 45 copy. 3048. That's a copy. You still got one line. Yeah. Male subject's in the basement. I believe she's upstairs. 38. Do you have an ETA? Also, he's downstairs and he's unaware that she's called. You get close to 345. Careful, this is I need to come on.
You're gonna get hit in the face. Oh my God. Do another one.
That's the baby spinning around on a swing. No rhyme or reason. Why, Candus, did you wait 2 to 3 hours before calling 911, 12:30 a.m.? Who's telling the truth? If that call came in the wee hours, why would you wait 2 to 3 hours? So allegedly the incident took place between what? 9:30 and 10:30 p.m. But then Don says he got home from work. You already turned up. You all had an argument. That's the gist of it. So what time did Don get home from work? Nobody to verify it. As usual. Nobody to verify anything with these people. You only have the version of Candus and Don to spin this story pertaining to this child missing. So that's the question this evening. With what you've heard here, them sending out deputies to the house to see what was going on. As I've reported before, and the information coming from the news, she had a stubbed thumb, no visual signs of trauma to the face, head, or neck. But she alleges that she was grabbed by the neck and thrown into a wall by Mr. Wells. He denies this allegation. And it was also said in the commentary by law that she seemed to put a shoe on fine with the said thumb and flick a cigarette with the said thumb. So what is the truth pertaining to the relationship and dynamics between Bly and Wells? Why has she stayed on in this relationship with him? Is it love? Is it lust? Is it codependency? Is it greed? What is the reason? He can't be happy, and nor could she be happy. They have no children at the current moment. He is to attend court next month for a DUI charge. Was already on probation at the time that he caught the charge. I believe it was October of 21. We're now in the month of January. 3 months in November. Yes, 3 months from the time he, almost to the date that he caught that said charge, got out on bond, free, scot-free, to walk amongst us to get in more mischief and mayhem. And we have seen how ugly things have gotten at their home. And now we have this allegation of him putting his hands on her. So what is the truth? And then the main factor, besides the allegation, is how did Candus call? One report and rumors are saying that the mother called, but the report that I brought to you did not specify who made the phone call to 911. I'm not here to argue because in the end, it will not matter. Because you'll never get to the truth. And it's the gist of this story. It doesn't matter who did what, who called what, who said what pertaining to 110 and its inhabitants. You cannot get to the truth, which should lead you to believe that these people are fraudulent in their behavior, in their demeanor, in their actions. Because whenever you cannot get a straight answer, a verifiable answer, that should be your proof that something is off, something is amiss, there is deception. So, with all that being said, is Candus Bly a victim? Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to this question. That is the only subject matter I'm discussing in this live this evening. Thank you for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. All super chats are welcome during the live. Amen. Hello, everybody in the chat. Rabbit says it's codependent. Net says arrest them all. Your answer, Rabbit, is no. She is not a victim. Go to my community page and say yes or no. Do not explain. Don't explain yourself. Because I don't want people reading long-winded explanations. Just say yes or no. That's why I have the live tonight. That way you can give your explanation via the panel. But do not put it on the community post, a long-winded explanation. Just say yes or no. Thank you very much. Marilyn says no. Hello, Stacy. How are you? Bama says no. Thank you so kindly. Please log out of this video and go to the community page and put your no or yes on the said post. I will count them tomorrow and give you the tally. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion to Candus Bly being a victim or not. Explain yourself thoroughly. That is the set information for this evening's live. I don't want to hear about milk jugs. I don't want to hear about anything but the subject matter. It's got to stay on point because the conversations veer off too much for my taste. I have to keep it real with you. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you so much for asking. I feel better, baby. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly B. Well, 101 in a room, and no one has nothing to say. Well, I guess you all are asleep. Where I should be. What is the answer? How long can you stay in an abusive relationship? Also affecting your children, which they don't have children at the moment, but the children were affected nonetheless. How long can it go on? My first victim of the evening. Hello.
Hey, Queen.
Where are you calling from?
Mississippi.
All righty.
You feeling better?
Pretty much.
Getting there at least?
I'm trying. Yes. So answer the question, yes or no. Victim or no victim?
No.
Because?
I mean, Queen, I mean, I'm calling in or joining in because it's, I don't know. I mean, we just need somebody to come up on panel, but I mean, how can we follow you? You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to.
They have lived that life for years. Hello, Marilyn. This is my playhouse. I run this. Bottom line. I have a reason for everything I do. And if I say, don't give a 50-page answer, that's what I mean. Nobody wants to read all that stuff. That's the purpose of the live, is to explain here. That's just a yes or no answer. Over there, the live is for you to explain yourself. That's why I dropped the link. I didn't think I need to explain that. This is the reason why I said why I don't want to veer off the subject matter, because nobody listens to anything. And now somebody's got a problem with how I want to do something on my channel. This is mine. I built this. Okay? You want to go build you one? All you have to do is upload yourself talking through your cell phone or computer, and you can do things the way you want over there at your house. But over here, I'm doing the way I want to do it. And the link is for you to get up and bring your commentary pertaining to the question. The community page is just yes or no. Well, what's so hard about that? Time for that. Oh, Lordy. Hello, Esley. How you doing? I ain't never seen nothing like it. The question is what the title is. The title is on the video. Is Candus Bly a victim? You are welcome to hit the link to give your opinion if she is or not. Damn, what is the problem? Hello, Pilot's mom. How you doing? Thank you. I'm not strict as hell. I'm just telling you what I want. What you had to follow instructions in order to get out to 12th grade. What's the problem? It's as simple as A and B. Hey, hit the community post to answer the question, yes or no. I go live so you can come here to give the explanation so people don't have to read long-winded conversations in a damn post. How's that being strict? Jesus Christ. You people don't like to follow instructions. It's not that hard. I don't understand what are you complaining about? I'm giving you the opportunity to speak, but yet you're complaining. Damn. That's why I've heard people say, I don't go live for the stuff you have to put up with, because you can't please them. They're never satisfied with nothing. It's always a complaint. Always a complaint. Thank you, Darlene. I know I'm rude, but that's why your dumb ass over here, right? This is my playhouse. I do shit the way I want to do it. What you all don't seem to understand, people don't want to read long-winded comments. That's what you don't understand. That's the purpose of saying yes or no. Nobody wants to read an 8-page letter. So that's why I dropped the link so you could come over and give your opinion over here. How's that being rude? I don't owe you an explanation about shit. I didn't think I was being blunt. I just said, hit the link. You can give your opinion over here. I said, but on the community post, just don't give an explanation. Just say yes or no, because I was going to take account. I'm going to take account. So I don't want to read extra stuff if I'm going to take account. Damn. That's the purpose of me going live with the panel. So you could come over here and give your explanation. But that's being rude. Okay. But it's my money that's paying for this. But I'm rude. Okay. Hello, have faith. Oh, my goodness gracious. Never seen anything like it. There ain't no common sense. When you see the polls up on other people's channel, you don't have the option to give an explanation because they actually put it in a poll. They put it up there for a reason. So why must it be argued? Because I said, just say yes or no. I'm confused. How's it different? Damn. I just didn't put it in the form of a poll. I just said, say yes or no. Wow. Well, that's the gist of the story. I played you the audio call. It appears that Mr. Wells was down in the basement. She was upstairs. What I'm questioning is the time frame. Why did she wait? Hey, Gulf Coast, how you doing? I'm trying to figure out why did she wait 2 to 3 hours to call. That's very strange to me. Someone says it's common for victims to become perpetrators. Okay. Well, nonetheless, the main questions I think a lot of people are curious about is why there was a time lapse between the phone call to 911. What actually happened? Is she telling the truth of what Don allegedly did to her? And the phone situation. Here's a woman who could not use her own phone to call 911 when her child went missing, and now you use a cell phone to call, or someone used a cell phone to call 911. Now there are rumors that another person called, which most will consider that to be Grandis that called. So this is a very sick situation going on. So what she said, she waited because he wouldn't hush and she got madder. So yes, Candus was first a victim and then a perpetrator. Alex says both. Okay. Hello, pilots. Thank you, sweetheart. Always so kind. I surely appreciate it. Jeepers creepers. I apologize. The DVD claim, definitely not a victim. No. Why you change your mind, Queen? Curious. Why'd you change your mind? The subject for this evening is Candus a victim? Thank you. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to if Candus is a victim, and tell us why you think she is or she is not. That's the question for the evening. Thank you so very much for joining me. Oh, Lordy. So many bitter Bettys out there. Lord have mercy. I don't know how so many people sleep at night. Because I sleep good at night. Because I don't let people feed me all type of crazy stuff. I don't believe in unicorns. Maybe that's my problem. I don't believe in tooth fairies and unicorns. Hi, Queen. I love your delivery, faith, and moral stand. You got a heart that wants justice, truth, and accountability. And I say, preach it, sister. I just too ask God to give you his joy abundantly. Thank you. Well, I'm a child of God and I'm highly favored. So somebody else's opinion of me or tripping, that wouldn't mean anything to me. I just asked a simple question. I didn't know it was going to cause such a roar. My goodness. Gulf Coast. You don't believe in unicorns? Okay. Candus is absolutely not a victim. I do not believe Dawn has ever hit Candus. I believe she gets mad and is so vindictive that she calls police and claims he hit her to get him put away. So that's an interesting question. They're not going to ask that question. Or maybe I should ask somebody for their permission first. How many of you in the chat believe Dawn has never hit Candy? That's probably my next question I put on the community post. That's a good question. Since you put that in your comment, I'll ask the chat that on the community post if they believe that he's never hit her. Interesting. Alicia says, I do not. Somebody says only the children. No, Candace ain't no victim. She's a sheep in wolf's clothing. Okay. Boxcar says, I believe it. Violent. Sounds like it could be right. Jennifer, in pertaining to what? Only in heaven are there unicorns. Yes, I believe Don has hit Candace. Okay, Barb. Marilyn says, I believe that he has hit her. Okay. Oh, thank you, Mosa, man. Thank you so kindly. Well, some people don't like my delivery. I'm rude. I'm rude, yet you're always in here looking and lurking and stalking the chat. If I thought somebody was rude, I'm not going to watch their content. I'm not going to even be anywhere in their page, their community posts. Why would I do that? Well, what is the point? There's thousands of things you can do with your time, yet you're over here commenting in the chat. That sounds like somebody that likes abuse then. If I'm abusive, we might say I'm abusive. Oh, well, I go over there and hang in her chat. She's so mean to me. She's so mean. No, it's not that I'm mean. I just don't put my head up your ass. That's all. I ask a simple thing. Yes or no, and then come over here and give your opinion. I don't see why that should have been even disputed. Texas says, I believe he's been hitting her for years. Okay. He swung at her a couple of times. Thank you, Mosen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Margaret says, yes, he has hit her. Hello, Scotland. Thank you. Grandma says they hit each other. Sugar Plum, I don't know what you're talking about. Crime says they hit each other. Okay. Sparkling says they hit each other. Cheated on each other. Okay. Ooh, Lord Jesus. I think it's both hitting each other. When I was little, I saw my parents drunk and beating the hell out of each other. Alicia says no mark on her. Okay, somebody's now repeating what Jody Sue said. I ain't gonna read that. Thank you, Pilot. Who done it? How you doing? What you doing up? You need to be in the bed. Who done it? I ain't got to explain nothing to these folks. I got loyal fans that I don't have no problems out of. They don't come in complaining and moaning and groaning and doing all that. They lay in the chat and be quiet, and they either watch it or they don't watch it. They either agree or they don't agree. They don't get their panties all up in a knot over a simple question. I mean, come on now. Love says Candace is guilty. All right. Didn't Candus hit Don and burst his eardrum both this bad? No, I never heard that. Where'd you hear that? She busted his eardrum. I've never heard that. Who done it? Hit the link, baby. Okay, now it's Candus is the aggressor. So this is what I want to know, because I've heard people say this before. Why do you think that Candus is the aggressor? You got to bring a receipt that she's the one being abusive to her husband. So what are you saying? That January 19th was a lie. She lied. She lied on her husband. So if she lied, where is she? Still on the compound, she has not left. So what does that tell you? If she is indeed still there, that she's not afraid of her husband, why stay? You have nothing now. All your children are gone. What would be the point in hanging in there at this point? Stay woke. Candus is mean. She's no prize. Well, I don't think Don is any better. Strawberry says, I think they're beating on each other. The police believe she lied too. No arrests. Police have figured her out. Okay. Well, hello, friend.
Well, hello, my dear friend. How are you tonight?
Honey, they got tested. I don't even know why I went there. It's a waste of my breath.
Yes, it really is. You know.
And then some people just like to just nitpick. I have something I'm trying to do, which is keep the conversation afloat.
Right.
And you can't keep it afloat when it veers off to 12 different directions. So I gave instructions on, I just want to keep the topic, give your yes or no on the community page, don't write nothing else, and then come here to give your explanation. But somehow that was rude of me.
Oh my goodness, I'm so offended. You know, some people go around just looking for something to be offended at. They'll make you offend them in some way, even if you never did, never intended to, don't even know them.
If I didn't say none of what I just said, they still would have found something wrong with something else I would have said.
Just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time, right. Okay, run it down. Is she a victim or not? Who done it?
There's a part of me who used to in times past. I think I've said this to you before. There was a moment in time when I saw Candus as a victim.
So tell me when. Tell me when you saw her as a victim.
It was prior to the night that she called about, he's been arrested and the FBI is here. Once that happened, then I thought, oh, wait a minute. I've been taken in by this person.
So wait a minute. You telling me when you heard her call Mary?
Yes.
That is when you thought she was a victim?
No, I thought before her call to Mary, I was under the impression. Actually, that interview she did with Chris, Chris McDonough, she came up okay, you know, in some places during that interview. I know there were some inconsistencies there and some problems, but she seemed reasonable. She was, you know, didn't seem drunk.
Okay, so when he interviewed her, you said to yourself, what, at that swimming hole? You had compassion for her?
I had compassion for her.
Why? Tell me why.
Just because she's beautiful. She's underdeveloped. She's got, she's got the mentality of a junior high, somebody in junior high. Don't mean any disrespect toward her, but she's limited in so many ways. Okay. Before you go there, somebody says you're not a victim when you can walk away at any time. I did say that on somebody's post, somebody's video. I feel the same way. At some point, we have to stand account for our ways
and how we respond to people, what we do to people, and how we interact with people. So it's like the little boy that cried wolf when it comes to verbal abuse, domestic abuse. If you continue to stay in the situation, you can no longer run to people and complain that you are being hurt, because what somebody's going to say is, you like that.
Right. You're
have to
dependent.
like it, because why are you there? You can't keep using excuse. You have nowhere to go. Oh, it's my kids. It's their father, baby daddy. I love him. I'm scared of him. But you would rather risk death, perhaps death, because many people have left here because they refuse to leave.
True. Well,
so you were saying just now about, you said something about,
she was a figure of compassion toward me. I'm seeing somebody saying, yeah, you can't shed a tear for your missing child. I don't mean compassion in that way that she has it. I believe that. Okay, let me go back to the very first interview that she and Don had for television.
Okay. This is the one outside the house.
Yeah, going to have to kind of track through to see at when I thought she was a victim, to the point where I thought, no, I don't think so anymore.
Okay.
In that interview, he dominated the conversation.
He did.
She had somewhat to say, but it seemed like she was afraid to say much of anything.
I think he orchestrated that. I think he said,
there was
you talk because I know you can't talk.
Yeah, right.
I don't want you messing this up.
Yes. So I saw her then as some kind of, I couldn't figure it out, but I did. I thought she's controlled by him. She's controlled by him. But now so much has happened since that time.
That she showed she has her own thinking skills.
Yeah. And because of that terrible phone call to, I believe it was Mary, where, they're arresting him. They've got him outside and they're going to take him away to Boston or whatever that phone call was. Yeah. That phone call, I thought, oh no, this woman's a player. Okay. She is a player.
Someone is saying that too about October 2020, where he's telling her when all that mess happened, she called the cops, said, why are you calling the cops? I did not hit you.
Right.
She says, I'm calling them because you're something. So is this what she's been doing?
I think so.
Is calling the police. Let's just say there was a time when he was hitting her regularly. Like we're going to give Don the benefit of the doubt for after the fact. Let's say at one time he regularly beat her up and somehow he got scared when she started calling the police. However many times he thought, I better hit her because I could go to jail. Okay. So somewhere in her mind, something got twisted. I know how to get at him. I'll call the police.
Yeah, because he's afraid of that.
House for a while, get rid of him, spite him.
She knows he's afraid of the police. She knows he's just one strike away from going away for a good while. So yeah, she can threaten him with that. Do you feel like she, does she feel powerless?
I think it's like what somebody said in someone's channel. She has gotten accustomed to doing nothing. So to wait to that little lady that holds that thing go up and down. Weigh the balance.
Yes.
I will suffer through this in exchange to get this. You see, because that's what happens with us as people. What you will put up with, I may not put up with, vice versa.
Right.
So she's willing to put up with the drinking and the showing out, and she's probably drinking, showing out too.
Right.
And he pays the bills. He was taking care of her children, giving her spending money, whatever. And he may get turned up, talk crazy, cuss around. They make up, start the cycle all over again.
Yes.
At some point, you are in that and you like that, because at some point you have to say, man, this isn't conducive. They went to church. They saw people, how they were living at church, how the people were walking in together, husband, wife. You see where I'm going?
I do. I see. I got you.
She should know what a good unit of traditionalism looks like. Not saying that the people are perfect, but just saying.
Right.
You'd have to go there and look at those people and be like, well, she looks nice. That's her husband, blah, blah, blah. Look at the children. Then go back and look at yourself and say, damn, I'm messed up.
Yeah. They've been twisted.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. Good
Lord. But I know that even in that one moment when you do that, and she's probably done that, but she just don't care. also the flip side is that everything you see ain't real. So see, it's the flip of the coin when we look at people.
Right.
We look and we look at the pretty house and the pretty cars, and we assume that everything is great. But deep down inside, it probably isn't. But it's how it looks. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's to be expected.
True. No one knows what goes on behind closed doors, just like the song said. And you can be a real beautiful house, nice cars, nice yard, and hell behind the front door. And it's not to say that I think maybe we all kind of got into a thing from the very beginning, looking at their house. It was like, whoa, wait a minute.
That shows a lot. But who done it? That shows a lot about your spirit.
I agree.
You just care so less about yourself. Because let me tell you something. You got people who don't live in the best neighborhoods. They may have crowded up on the porch, backyard, whatever. They wouldn't dare bring nobody to their damn house.
Oh, no. No. And I've been in some unimpressive looking houses from the outside, but
I was going to say that. Yes,
the people were clean. It was nice, and the hospitality was amazing.
And that's the point. Everybody can afford to live in a 5,000, 6,000 square foot house, cul-de-sac with 2.5 cars in the yard, and fresh lawn and money in the bank. Everybody don't live like that. Some people live in public housing or subsidized housing. But they are clean people, decent people, and that's the point. You don't judge people by the neighborhoods because everybody just cannot afford $3,000, $2,000 rent for a space, rather than condo, studio, whatever it is, house.
Yeah, you got to be on the inside to understand and get to know people, and it changes everything.
But they've shown us, because we got to see this time, that it's not just the outside. We saw outside jacked up, inside jacked up, your appearance is jacked up, and then allegations, no children, missing children. Ain't no way we can still just continue to say, well, now we just gonna pray for them.
That's the church. We're just gonna pray for these people. We'll let their children get torn to pieces.
They don't care about nothing.
Well, they're so jacked up on the inside. Their house and the interior of the house, the yard, all of that is just spilled out from the inside of them. That's how messed up they are on the inside. It's clutter.
Let's weigh that, because I told I didn't want to get off the subject too much, but if a person would pay allegedly $600 for a car note and won't even think to put stairs up to the front door, won't think to put walls up, won't put linen on the beds, put adequate furniture to sit on, to lounge, to entertain, won't divide the rooms up according to its use and purpose.
Correct. Yeah.
You show you don't care. And what is wrong with you? You take your money and you do what you want with it, which you can, because it's your money, but you have children. And I've always said this, that when you have children, there's just a certain way you need to try to live. When you're single, you can have one room, one tray table, one recliner. That's your business.
Yeah.
But when you have kids, you need to have beds, linen,
wash powder, soap,
change of towels, washcloths, underwear. Common sense style.
Correct.
You want to be single and lay in your funky drawers 3 days straight and 30 times. That's your business.
That's right.
We just go pray for the folks that's around you and that's going to sleep with you.
You're just responsible for you. That's it.
Woo! Shut up, Satan.
So that house, well, Candus, she's not mother of the year. She's not homemaker of the year. Wife of the year.
She's comfortable where she is, period. Otherwise, she would have gone.
Yeah. She's apparently that's just okay with both of them. So, you were just about to go somewhere. I was kind of anticipating it anyway.
What?
Where they have the $600 car,
but you
nothing
to pay for the house.
Rent.
But you want to invest it in your house. You think I'm getting ready? Look, let me tell you something about Queen. Queen ain't getting ready to give nobody $600 for no car and that that domain is jacked up.
Correct. So liquor and drugs.
That's like going to get the shed. Y'all been crying about that shed so much. That's like living in a shed without a damn door.
Yeah.
Restroom, but I got a Mercedes outside.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't make any sense to me. And all, there's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes, that old John Prine song. Their money went for exactly how they wanted to live. So want to be drunk, want to be high, don't want to mess with these kids, don't want to clean a house, laundry, my butt, just stacked up.
Doing? They are doing what so many people are doing here, abroad, because everybody keeps thinking, oh, it's America, it's America. Thank you, Lavender. Oh, yeah. They are doing what a lot of people are doing. They are just breathing.
Correct. They're dead on the inside.
There's no gumption to strive for better. There's no gumption to say, hey, I'm going to save this much money and I'm going to put some stairs up to the door.
Right.
I'm going to put up some drywall.
Yeah. There's no structure to their lives.
I'm going to put doors on the rooms. I'm going to have adequate furniture so we can entertain guests and our children have somewhere comfortable to sit and lounge and watch TV. We're going to buy a dining room set so we can sit at the table and eat together.
Correct.
I'm going to build a real downstairs.
Please. Yes. First and foremost.
Not a dungeon. But a downstairs that's wide enough that everybody could walk down the stairs comfortably without bumping their heads.
Right.
Put adequate windows downstairs in the basement so we can have sunlight come in to the house.
Yeah. Well, you said something very important. Doors. We're going to buy doors. Doors represent boundaries. These people don't have boundaries. They don't recognize any boundaries.
And that's how you go. Anything can jump off.
Yes.
You don't have doors because you don't have boundaries.
That's
you don't
right.
have privacy. Everybody deserves privacy. Don and Candy deserve to have privacy. Their children deserve to have privacy.
Right.
People were coming to visit. So that lets you know the children heard everything said and done at that address.
Yeah. And nobody complained about that place as long as the party was going on up until summer disappeared.
When you trying to get turned up and geek, you don't give a damn if it's a hole in the roof.
That's right.
Hey, where the beer at? Pass me the Michelob. Oh, it's raining.
PBR.
Can I get a natural ice, please? Another one.
Come on.
Hey, look. You over there drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Here's something. What's that? Damn, that's a rat. Back to drinking.
Back to drinking. Yeah. So.
Raccoon coming in talking about, where my drink?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It just a terrible set of circumstances. So I don't see her as a victim because she chooses to remain in that.
It's too long.
Yeah.
Don has been who he is since she met him. She's who she is. They both are evenly yoked in the madness. Yes. They both were flawed when they got together.
Yeah.
So there's no way one can ever say, I didn't know, I didn't see the signs. Ain't no way. Don ain't changed.
Signs, yeah.
He was older than she was when he met her. So he's been himself. So this person we see on the lives cussing and fussing and going off and stuff, that's Donald Wells. You understand?
Oh, I do. And listen, in one sense, I see him as just always calling her a stupid.
Oh, yeah. I said that the other night. You know he called everything but the child of God.
Right. So, so she's used to that. That's her. That's who she thinks she deserves to be spoken as or to like that.
Yeah.
So she does.
Because if you can get on a live and curse out strange women you don't know, you talk to your wife like that.
Oh, absolutely. And the language he's used in calling out lots of people, he don't respect him.
But then look, like I said, we all flawed now. Mm-hmm. We all can have a potty mouth, but you sit up in church and spew that out like it's the spoken word. So you go into church, you have a bad day. Did you call them people in the church BITCHs and all that?
Right.
The black woman was up there singing up in the pulpit with Robin. You call her a nigger?
Yeah, that was horrible.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do. I get it.
You got a black woman in your church. We know the black woman went to the church.
No, he has no respect for anybody, not even himself. I mean, my Lord. The way they live, that, I don't comprehend a lot about their lifestyle. I don't
see what nobody gets out of it. That's why I say
know.
people that live like that, who done it.
Just
I've
getting
seen
messed
people
up.
that act like that. They show out, they fall out drunk, they say anything, everything out their mouth is an MF this and
Yes.
it's sex talk, and it's just despicable. And the first thing you're thinking to yourself, why you got breath in you? Excuse me, but I forgot I ain't God, I ain't Jesus, but dang, come on now.
Right.
Don't do nothing.
They're
Don't walk
not.
nothing.
Anything goes, just any old thing, and they love to just play games. That's why I say junior high mentality, playing pranks, pulling pranks, and telling off on people, and running and saying so and so did this, gossiping about each other, telling lies on each other. That is their life.
It
That
is.
they don't know anything different from
Yeah.
that all their life.
Yeah, somebody in the chat said you teach people how to treat you, and that's Dr. Phil's one of his favorite lines, and that's true.
Yes,
if
that's
you
true.
let somebody call you a bitch or a whore, then that's what they'll call you.
Yeah.
If you let somebody talk down to you the first time in the conversation, oh, they coming back.
Oh, absolutely. That won't be the last time.
Why you put this there? Why you leave that there? I don't like my eggs like this. What's wrong with you? Can't you do this right? They gonna complain about how you look, how you smell. You can't look right. You don't look right. You don't smell right. You ain't giving sex right. It's gonna always be something.
Yeah, you're never gonna overcome that. Ever.
Never.
Not maybe when they die, but that's it. You get past it, but you'll never get over it.
It's gonna always be something.
Well, I look at Grandis, how she might have raised Candus.
Well, somebody said she stayed with the father. I don't know how long Candus was raised by the father. It is also alleged that he's the one that called the state about those children to come get them or whatever. I thought that was jacked up. So why he couldn't take care of them?
They're all jacked up.
But you know what's crazy? No matter whatever happened with Candus and Grandis, you see where they're at now.
Oh, yeah.
Two peas in a pod.
There's not a dime's worth of difference between any of them. They're all the same. They're all living on the same level.
So let's go here.
Okay.
January 19th. Truth or fiction?
This is you're referring to the phone call to the police now. Yeah. Okay. I hate to talk about something that I don't know. I really don't know. It could be true. It could be fiction. I believe the phone call was made. I believe she was trying to be vindictive, because when she can't answer him, you know what? He's the kind of person, he can think on his feet. And so he gets her cornered with his words, and she runs out of words. She does not have a command of the English language. And so I can see why she thinks, well, I'm out of power here. I'll call the police. If he hadn't hit her with his fist, he's hit her with his mouth.
He's done something, yeah.
Well, he's abused her.
Mortgage free, and she is married, and Don gets gone. Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
I think they probably are married. And this might be her grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
I've got to get rid of him. I'm sick of this. Possibility he may go to jail. Let's get him gone. Let's ante up the charges.
Well, since you mentioned that, I believe that's why Grandis came back. This sounds like Grandis' idea to me. Get him gone. Get him gone. And then they're sitting right there on everything.
So, a lot of people ask me, how do you come up with these theories? How do you think of such things? Because I've lived long enough and I've been around people and I've watched a lot of true crime.
Yes.
And I know the human mind. I know that people are dirty. And I've seen what people do to each other. And don't think that they won't set each other up, one or the other or both.
True.
And this may be just her sick way of getting out. Instead of walking out fully, let me take something with me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That I ain't got to fight over.
Well, right. I put too much time into this to walk away with nothing.
Exactly. Because if she walk away, she got to wait, go to court, do all that old wrangling and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and
support herself.
Somebody have to tell her, well, sue for half the house and all of those type of nonsense. She probably feel like I ain't got that kind of time. Let's call the police, say he did something, and empty up the charges, because I know he going to court in February, and the judge will say, damn, you been in trouble again since I just let you out?
Yeah, right. How many times they going to let that boy go? Plus, she might think that, well, if I call the police, that'll make him mad, and by the time they get here, he will have hurt me. So, make him jump off.
You know what I found interesting in that audio call? That she was allegedly upstairs and he was downstairs, unaware that she had called the police.
So he was down in the basement, in the dungeon.
Allegedly.
And she was, allegedly. And she was up on the upper level in their chalet, their split level house.
Wait a minute. The upper room. Stop.
The upper, come on.
You struck my lightning.
I see you. I hear you.
Crime says, I expect more calls than 911. Maybe next time she will have enough sense to mark herself.
Oh.
How you gonna say your thumb broke, but then gonna put your shoe on? With the same fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Put your shoe on. Wait a minute. I need a smoke.
Yeah.
Lick the cigarette. They looking like, I thought your thumb was broke, ma'am.
On me.
See, going back
that lighter. Yeah.
June 15th. You doing stuff and you're not paying attention to what you're doing.
I find that to be the most incredible thing that happened that day is she got home, they got whatever they got, and wasn't watching those kids. Didn't watch any of them. And there's a lot of unaccounted for time and plenty of time for something bad to happen. So, yeah.
So what I want to know is what happened January 19th then? They were already together, or he came home, she was already turned up. What happened? He got turned up with her, and then one thing led to another what?
Yeah. One thing always leads to another out there. I mean, they're counting on one thing leading to another. And hopefully somebody will get, maybe, do themselves some good somehow, entertain themselves in some kind of twisted way.
Is he going to jail?
Not over this, if No.
The previous charge, DUI. Well, that too.
Well, he should. I don't understand why he's not in jail because of that. When you leave the courthouse and get in your vehicle and drive away after you've been charged with a DUI.
Like somebody said, like he a rock star.
Yeah, he is. In his mind, he certainly is. And to a lot of twisted people, he is. I don't see how people look at him with admiration. I don't. Unless it's just some kind of counterculture group that's like, F you. They got hate everybody and hate everything and think the man's out to get them and hate the system, that kind of thing. Those seem to be the kind of people who are attracted to him and them.
It's called like minds.
Yeah. All of them.
I like this fella, this chick, because I'm similar to them.
Mm-hmm. They're living like I like to live.
I drink, I get turned up, I get high. I've had problems with the system and my children. I'm not a good parent. I know all about it. I can relate to Don and Candy. That's why I rally behind them. I favor them. I think they could not have done this to their kid because I am Don and Candy.
Right. You're just, absolutely.
They are like them.
Spot on. That's it. That's the appeal. They like to be just as twisted as they are. So, yeah. So victims. Whew, man.
Listen, Don better watch what he eats in that house. If Grandis comes over with cookies, it's time to run.
Oh my God. Would you like an apple, little boy? Yeah. Grandis is over in that trailer cooking up some kind of concoction.
Stacey, now where did you read that he was trying to keep them both sober? He came home and she was drunk. That's hearsay. You know that. Who could you have gotten that from? That's Don's version.
That sounds like Don's
Let me tell you
version.
what I was looking at when I was looking at the channel, and I was looking at the commentary tonight. There's her on TikTok where she's got those shades on and that fire shooting out the shades or whatever. And she's puckering her lips up to the camera. I could throw up.
Oh my.
Every time I look at that video, I want to vomit. Because I'm like, Candy, please stop doing that. You're not cute, baby. And puckering them lips, I can't stand it.
That's just disturbing.
It's very disturbing.
So what are they doing now? Are they just making money off this story now? Is that what it's all about now? Just keeping any kind of stupid, twisted thing out there?
Any sad, sick person digging down in their pocketbook to send a cash app or a donation or whatever, a check or something.
They've forgotten it.
You'd have to be lonely yourself to send them some money. I'm sorry.
Oh, please.
There's no way in hell I would send them a dime.
Nope. I don't subsidize insanity.
Listen, that crime said I was hoping for spontaneous combustion.
I love that. Please. Any minute now.
Ooh, that's bad. Oh, Lord. Oh.
Well, we know they all know something on each other. They all know where, all their bad stuff. Because, they get drunk and brag about what I did this one time. And
my thing is, why do y'all always say that? Like that's a reason for the child being missing and all that.
At some point, you just say, hey,
they live with each other all the time and don't care what the other one's been doing. That's what I don't understand when people say that, because they've been living with each other, knowing the rotten stuff that they've done. They ain't sold them out all this time.
Right. So you're just a victim if you want to be, but she could have left at any time. She and Grandis both could have hooked up that trailer and rode west, They could have done it at any time.
Wouldn't that be so easy to do?
Yeah.
To just go.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do is just go.
They don't have any reason to stay for now.
They have no reason to be together.
Boys ain't coming back.
Yeah, I don't think the children coming back.
Nothing to hold them.
Instead of getting drunk and turned up, she could go find her another Don Wells, and he can go find him another Candus. That's why I told people in the live the other night, what they've been doing, they can go do again.
Yeah, and from what we've seen, there's no shortage of their type.
That's what I'm saying. So they've been picking the same type of people, obviously. So what would keep them from going out here separately and getting with another person and live the same life all over again? She go find her another sugar popper, and then she get herself knocked up about 41 years old. Ding. He go find him another little, 28-year-old that's gullible, going to sugar daddy.
Oh gosh,
and
yeah.
He find himself buried 6 feet under with her getting all his little pocket change, Social Security.
Girl, you're right. You're right.
Somebody would school her quick. Oh, girl, he get turned up. Put a little Vaseline something down in that coffee cup with his little vodka. Let him go on to sleep. Do him a Whitney Houston. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, granddaddy, drink some bath water. You know what I said? Come on, let me run you some bath water, Don. Come on, take a bath, daddy. Let me rub your back.
Yeah. So they'll do all right.
Mm-hmm.
There won't be
and slide him right on down under that Wawa.
Yes. That special cocktail. He's gone. Took a swim. Yeah. So down under. Baby down.
So now, girl, you crazy.
So
what now?
What now? Yeah, well, more of the same until somebody locks those two up. Just more of the same. We're just the chaos is reigning supreme. I know that the inmates are running the asylum for sure.
You know what? You crazy. It's the inmates. Well, listen to Amazing Tiff. Does he know he's in danger? What you want me to do, Tiff? You want me to tell Don he's in danger? He watch videos.
I think he does know he is. I think he knows well that at any moment his little house of
Our
cards
crime
can
says
fall.
she messed up. If she had taken the kids and left, she would have had it made. Exactly.
Yes, that's absolutely the
Too
truth.
much help out here for women with children in this state.
Yes.
She could have had a good life. She could apply for HUD, anything. Got her a place to live. Agencies to help with furniture, bedding. She could have got her some type of trade, doing something,
Right.
some type of schooling,
Right.
anything, and found her a nice guy to settle down with down the road. She want to meet a nice little guy and date. But
Yeah.
I don't think she even would have done that because she don't know how to pick the right type of men.
Well, she likes the party life. You know, something going on all the time.
Yeah,
That's
so
how
she would have been in this
saw bullies.
situation even if she left Don. Let's just keep it real. If she
Yeah.
left Don with those kids, she still would be jacked up and probably CPS will be banging at her door about her children.
For real, because now somebody can kind of keep track of them.
Yeah,
when you're
because-
up on a hill in the middle of nowhere. Who
Hey,
knows
look,
what you're doing?
She had a husband and someone went gone. You think someone wouldn't got gone without a husband? I tell people to stay low.
Yeah, that's a true statement right there.
Yeah, inevitable. That's what people don't understand about the story pertaining to the well.
Yes.
It was inevitable that there would be another mishap pertaining to their children.
You're right. It was.
It was just
they were
summer.
always headed this direction.
It was just summer on this watch. That's all.
Yeah, matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sad.
It is. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Because what's going to be worse is if down the road, let's say this crime is not solved, these two decide to go their separate way, they will go out and find new victims.
Yes, they will.
And those people will probably be just as jacked up as they are, probably alike minds.
Right.
They're probably somewhere wreaking havoc with somebody, and they bust up with them, and then they go following in and falling for Candus and Don. And then they go wreak havoc somewhere else in the parts of the United States if they stay here in Tennessee.
Correct.
Could you see them not together?
No, because darkness needs darkness. It seeks it.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, not your business. Say what now?
Darkness.
Okay, so honestly,
seeks out. It don't want the light.
What's going on with them now? So obviously they like it. So you don't even see them breaking up. You see them staying together till somebody dead.
Right, to the grave. Or prison. Whichever comes first. I don't see them. Where are they going to go from here?
Well, it ain't like the rap song all the way up. They ain't going all the way up. They ain't going all the way up.
They ain't going up at all.
Look. We gotta go downtown. Like in that cellar.
Yeah, get you back up.
Somebody called it a cellar. When I was watching that Chris Madonna the other day, I about passed out. I said, "Will somebody please get me a drink?" Y'all are telling me it's down in the cellar. This is not no damn BBC mystery. Down in the cellar. Well, the cellar usually got the doors that push open, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. And wine, WHNE, they have a wine cellar over at their house. Just wine and cranking up all the time.
What did you say, cranking up?
All the time. They do.
Who done it? You are killing me.
Listen. Trying to keep it rolling here. See.
Hit the link if you want to give your opinion. I'm 1 hour in pertaining to the subject matter. I played the audio pertaining to the 911 dispatch call where they were going out, sending officers out to the said address at 110 Knots Landing.
Girl. Dynasty.
110/JRU Way. Where you at? 110 JRU Way. What you want? What you want, Tito?
Oh, too funny.
I need a natural ice, a little fentanyl, a little cocaine. I'm Gucci.
Oh, in other words, the usual.
Yeah. And 2 tacos. Oh, no, make that a chalupa.
And a bucket of chicken. Come on.
Okay, stop it. Damn.
Oh, look, don't forget the Mountain Dew, please.
What?
Yoo-hoo, Mountain Dew.
Let me talk to you about that.
All right.
Ain't no disrespect to white people, but y'all love Mountain Dew down here. I have met people, black and white, that moved here from like California out west. They said, I ain't never drank a Mountain Dew till I moved to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
That's all y'all drink. I said, no, that's not what I drink.
It ain't what I drink either.
I drink a Coke or 7-Up, you know, and Coke sparingly, but I really just drink lemonade now. But Mountain Dew, hell to the no.
I've never had one.
Baby.
Don't have a plan.
Short, tall, fat. These white people down here love Mountain Dew. I do not know why. I have never seen nothing like it.
Anything looks like
I have been around Tennessee and back. In East Tennessee, the white people love Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I mean, I see it everywhere I go too. But it's just anything looks like antifreeze, I ain't drinking.
I don't know why. Look,
drink Coke, that's my drink of choice.
Why you call it a pop?
What did she do?
I ain't heard nobody call it a pop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Caffeine, a lot of sugar. I think it's because of the sugar. Oh, Beverly says Detroit drinks Mountain Dew, cig hanging out mouth. Oh my God.
I can't unsee that.
Wait, I was listening to Candy talk tonight with Chris Madonna. And I said, damn it. I believe I was in my car. I said, I'm going to drive my damn car off this road, listening to this heifer. I said, her mouth is full of tobacco.
Oh, no. She was having another conversation with him?
No. It was one of the older videos.
Okay. One of the first interviews.
Mouth, when you listen to Candy talk in that video, you tell she has something in her mouth. That's when I first realized. I said, she is got tobacco in her mouth.
Just a little pinch between the cheek and gum.
That's when I said.
I always go off the rail, don't I? I do that.
Done it all. Don't you go up here.
Who done it again?
I said, what's in her mouth? I said, there better not be no damn tobacco in her mouth. Like how you gonna go on an interview talking to that man with tobacco in your mouth like a damn man? Oh Lord, look at Tia to my all tobacco, no teeth.
I just
y'all
see. Attractive. That's attractive.
That's all you can do when you ain't got no teeth. It's suck. I'm sorry.
I hope she's gonna be satisfied with Miss Congeniality, cause she ain't never gonna be Miss America.
But you ain't gotta worry about rotting out no teeth with that tobacco, because you know that tobacco is gonna mess with your teeth eventually. So she don't have any teeth, so she can chew on that tobacco all day long.
There you go.
How you doing? Welcome. She could chew on that tobacco, suck on the tobacco all she wants. She doesn't have any teeth.
So
what you said, Kimberly said that's why she stayed. That's why Don stayed. Oh, Kim, please stop. Look, you see my eye.
Oh my, yeah, okay. Well, you know, to each his own.
Look, that's why they call her Mandis.
Mandis.
Or messing with Jose Hermandis. Stop, Queen. That'd be for Jose and Candus Hermandis.
Ooh.
I think Don no longer found Candus attractive. He has made hateful comments. One being Candus never bathes. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me fix my wig. Where you hear that from?
Oh, you saying that?
Somebody hit the link. Hit the link so somebody can give me a testimony on that.
What's Teasy doing? Get up here, Teasy.
Teasy probably don't know about that. I need somebody to hit the link. Okay, look at Nacha Business. She got that velvet rub.
Oh. They got them both in here tonight. Okay.
Donna,
right. From that comment, though, are we to assume that there was a time at which he found her attractive, since he no longer finds her attractive?
Say that again.
Well, if he no longer finds Candus attractive, does that imply that there was a time when he did?
Well, he did get with her and make children with her. Who done it?
But finding
somebody in the chat wanted to go on and on about that yesterday, and I told somebody, and this is where somebody might have thought I was being rude. She had long hair at one time. You understand?
Okay.
Probably still a little. masculine,
Yeah.
but she had long hair.
Yeah.
He saw something in Candus, bottom line.
Yeah. Well, no, you never can tell what, what attraction is between two people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's like I tell everybody, Don was younger. She was younger.
Yeah.
She was youngest. And she had a head full of hair. And Candus has nice hair when it's long. So that may have been appealing to him. Maybe not necessarily her physical attributes. She didn't look like the type to wear makeup or lipstick or anything like that. Right. But obviously he was attracted to her for whatever reason.
Yeah, something.
And he stayed with her and she stayed with him.
Well, they had a lot in common. You like pot? I like pot. You like crack? I like crack. I mean, it's just so much in common.
You know what?
What?
I'm dead.
Now, look, that's a valid point. You can't argue with that. That's a valid point. They had a lot in common. They like to get messed up.
Ashley, play nice.
Oh, goodness.
I'm leaving that alone.
I have seen some pictures of her
having sex together. I believe they were swinging. I won't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt that either.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you start messing with them drugs.
Yeah.
You start talking outside yourself, because I've seen people do it. I've seen people out of male friend. I think he tooted around with that stuff, the powder, but not in front of me. But I noticed when he started drinking, that's when he started touching on me and rubbing on their little shoulders and stuff. And I told him, I said, you better stop doing that before you get hurt. Now, when he wasn't drinking, quiet as a mouse. You couldn't get 2 words out of this man. He was an older white man. Yeah. And, he was a gay man. Yeah. And I noticed that when we would sit outside around our neighbors, whatever, he get on that monkey sauce. Oh, sucky. He just rubbing on folks' shoulder blades. And I told him, you can't just put your hands on no man.
Ooh, no.
Because, you attracted to him, or is it the alcohol?
Just because you feel like it. They may not feel like it.
He didn't do that when he was sober.
Well,
he didn't even talk when he was sober. I'm telling you, it was like being with 2 different people.
Right. Drugs and alcohol, your inhibitions that you become less inhibited.
Confidence.
Things get loose.
I don't know what the hell that was in that cup, but I noticed when he get to drinking, he get to doing this, pointing his face, throwing his hands out, and I sometimes I just be like this, like, who the hell is this person? He would come out full-fledged, just talking crazy. I always want to dance, and I just was like, okay, wait a minute, dude, when you sober, you don't even open your mouth. What is the hell going on with you? And show love to touch a shoulder.
Yeah.
Some guy sitting next to him, he just be doing all this rubbing on him, and I told him, baby, you gonna get hurt. Better stop putting your hands on the men.
Yeah. You're right.
Look, I want to tell them, they'll take you back there on one of the roads and dump your ass off like they did you a long time ago. You don't know I know about that.
Right. Good advice.
You have to be careful.
Every day.
Yeah. When you fooling with drugs and alcohol, people will set you up. They know you like to get crunk. They know I can take advantage of him or her. They get drunk. They go in the bathroom. They'll rob you blind, steal your wallet, do all kind of crazy stuff.
Well, in my younger days, I'm pretty sure I over partied a time or two.
What?
But I might have.
Look at TZ said, Grey Goose makes him loose.
Oh,
TZ, go to bed. Crazy.
I had such an education from TZ the other night. The terminology. I wish I had taken notes, because she was naming, giving nicknames to stuff that people were doing, and now I can't remember them. So, but I was laughing at them. It was funny. She's funny.
You mean one of the names for him and she and he?
Oh yeah, that. Them. They and them.
I must say, they are an interesting bunch.
That's for sure. They have entertained us. They've given us lots to mull over.
But that's the sick part of this story.
Yes.
Is that it's nothing about the child.
Right.
Yeah, swinger night. I think that's what was going on.
That house looked like a flop house to me. I'm sorry.
But can you imagine? Look at me. I'm about to talk crazy now. Honey, even
Oh.
this big girl like cover, so I don't know how much swinging I can do. Who done it? Where you at? She done left me. He's a real twirler. Cut it out. No, Marilyn, we don't rock like that. Who done it? Who done it and fell off? Hey, Small Fries, how you doing? Hey, Rand. Rand, you got something you want to say about this subject matter? Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to the question. Is Candus Bly a victim? I played audio earlier of the 911 call on my channel. You can go over to the community page and just answer yes or no. Don't give an explanation. Here's where I prefer you to give your commentary pertaining to the question. If you believe Candus is a victim or not, hit the link and give your commentary here. But on the community post, I prefer you just say yes or no. That way we can take a tally of all your answers of yes or no. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Marilyn says no. Rand says she is not. I say a stub thumb is not a victim. Okay. Shantae says no. Donna says no. Monica says no. Okay. Well, when you get time, just go over to my community post and put yes or no. You don't have to give an explanation. I'm going to count all those up, and then I'm going to give you the tally of the answers. Thank you. Wow. See, I don't have anybody to take the numbers now. That's why I wanted you to put them on the community post. Ooh, it's a lot of no's. Yikes. Diane came in no. Look at sleepyhead Diane. Smoke says no. Dolly says kinda. Why you say that? Sunset says flop house is perfect description. I just can't imagine doing anything in there. You know, there's a certain people's houses that you just sit upright in. You don't do anything. You bring your own soda pop, your own cup. You leery about going to the restroom and use the restroom unless you squatting and use the bathroom. That's a bad situation to be in. I'd hate to go to anybody's house and I don't feel safe to even sit on their commode. Hello.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
What y'all doing up the highway from the Queen?
Well, we noticed you were live, so we came over here before we went to bed.
Well, that's good. You know the Queen is going out of town this week.
Oh, I know. Celebrating it's the birthday weekend.
Oh, girl, I can't wait. Look, I'm counting down so bad. I got everything lined up. I'm ready to go now.
What time you heading out? That way I know I got my bags packed.
Okay. I'm leaving daylight savings time on Friday.
Oh, yeah, I think that I should be ready by that time.
Look, I'm leaving early. Not early in the morning, but afternoon early. Because I already got my itinerary. I did all my little research of places I want to go shop and look around. So I want to make sure I get there in time to check in and then go hop around the city and go do a little shopping. And then before you know it, I'm going to be live.
Baby. Yeah, you about to have a good time.
I told myself, I said, I ain't doing no one night. I got such a good deal on a room. I said, oh, hell no. I'm going 2 nights.
Oh, it's going to be a party the whole weekend.
Oh, it's going to be, honey. The honey queen going to be in it to win. Did you hear what I said? I'll probably come back about 10 pounds fatter, too. I'm going to try to eat.
You might go live maybe like midweek after you recover.
I'm gonna go live while I'm there, but honey, I know one thing I'm gonna get me is a good fish dinner.
Oh, for real?
Girl, I love white.
Bring me a to-go plate.
You eat fish? You like fish?
Yeah. All I need is hot sauce, and I got this here.
Place I'm going, you can either buy a fish sandwich or you can get your 3 filet with 2 size for, I think she got it for $13, something like that, $11, $13. So Queen gonna be in it to win.
Yeah,
because I was
go
craving.
ahead and bring me something back.
All right, TZ, is she a victim or no?
I yes and no.
Can't
Dom
be both.
manipulates, Candus manipulates. They're both toxic.
Ain't gonna be but one or the other, man.
See, then I have to say no, because they argue all the damn time. So no, she's not. And then, like you said earlier, she actually has the opportunity to leave. Even her mom has already left before and come back, so she can get all her stuff and leave. Mm-hmm. And if anything, she can take Candus with her, and if they got an income, she can go.
Why did she ever leave with her kids?
I don't know. I don't know. And like you said, there's resources here she can get.
Hey, I done told these folks about Tennessee. This is the volunteer state, literally. You can get help with anything in this state. So if you choose to stay with somebody beating up on you here, it's a choice, because you don't have to live like that. We have resources here in this state. Somebody says, hell no, I'm better than Don.
I feel like it's going to get worse.
Well, okay, Mom, that's why we think she's setting Don up. Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you. Well, that's why we believe, some of us, that she's setting him up. That's my opinion, I'll say. She's setting him up so she can take something with her, such as get rid of his house, sell his house, take his cars. That's something that you could hold on to. A whole car, sell a truck, sell a house. She can sell the land. The land is more valuable than the shack. Stay woke. Y'all ain't listening. Do you understand what I'm saying? The land back there is more valuable than that shack they're living in.
It's worth a whole lot more.
You can get help if you have a criminal record in this state. Okie, honey, where you from? You think all these people that have gotten help in this state don't have a criminal record? Well, how do you think they help people who just got out of the halfway house? And people who came from prison and were mandated to the halfway house? They have criminal records. And they have companies who hire people who just got out of prison. So that is not true.
What I'm about to say, I'm sure people will be like, that's just wrong and you shouldn't say that. But personally, I feel like they don't want the boys back at all.
Some people have said that. I think a few people have said that. Why would somebody get offended at that? Look at how they're living after the fact. See, that's what people don't seem to understand. You are showing me that, one, this is how you've been acting when you had your children, and you are doing it overtime, and they're gone. So how do you think you're going to get them back with what you're doing? Then that means you don't want them back. You couldn't want them back.
Exactly. And as far as the incident that happened recently, that doesn't look good toward the case of getting the boys back either. Because no one even knows why the boys were took. So it could be due to domestic.
Those rules don't apply here in this state. Certain felonies here, you can still get your voting rights reinstated, and you can get food stamps if you're a convicted felon in the state of Tennessee. Any other questions?
Plus, there's jobs that hires felons.
I just told them that. You can only speak for the state you're in. We have criminals who work. We have people who've gotten in trouble and also went and got a trade. Everybody. All the rules are not the same in every state. Smoke says, I think they're waiting for Don to go to jail. Then Grandis and Candus get busy selling it all. Yes, that's exactly what I think is getting ready to happen. She's setting him up so he can catch a new charge to add on to the other charges. You got to remember, he was on probation when he got the DUI.
Right.
Now they got to decide who's the perpetrator in this case.
I agree with that.
What happened to you? Who done it?
Girl, I got knocked completely offline. I had to go down into the basement and reboot everything.
The basement?
Well, not that basement, but.
Crime says, I left with 2 changes of clothes for me and my baby. I did not need the clothes. Having nothing is better than an alcoholic druggie. You make mistakes, you learn, you move on. Yes, this is true.
Right. That's the system you need to follow.
Yes, because you can be the abuser and change. You can be the druggie and change. Yep. You can be the victim and change. It is up to you to decide this is a life that you no longer want to participate in. There are many people who are fruitful now who were in all of those categories.
Yes, I believe a life can be redeemed.
Yes, they're not getting high. They're not using people. They're not beating up people. They're not going to jail anymore. None of that.
Yep.
It's up to you.
It's a decision.
Thank you, Cat Lady.
Hey, who done it?
Connie Parker. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, there are a lot of people who have redeemed themselves. There's a lot of people who have found God. There's a lot of people who have found Allah, whatever their denomination is. People have changed their lives. You do not have to remain an abuser or a victim. You do not have to remain a drug addict, an alcoholic. You don't have to stay in that box. The stick-up guy, the robber, the thief, it's all the same. You can change if you make an attempt to change and try to get yourself some help.
I know too many people turn their life around, myself included.
Yeah, you know? Well, those two could definitely get up one day and go lay at that altar and turn it over to God and give it back.
Yes. Straighten up.
They don't want to.
I'm sorry they don't want to. I really am.
Why you say that?
Because they could be living better lives and quit making so many people miserable around them.
Well, that's why you don't fool with people that act like that. This is why I'm trying to tell people. You want the world to be a better place? Stop coddling people like Don and Candy. This is why the world is in the shape it's in. Because you coddle these type of people. You keep giving them a pass. Just like some of you patting them on their head, talking about they'll be okay. And no, they won't. They're going to keep doing what they're doing until somebody let them know, hey, I can't fool with you. Get on.
Yeah.
Go take it to Jesus. I ain't what you want. I can't help you. Because people like that, they will drag you to the bottom of the barrel.
That's absolutely the truth.
They will drag you down. And once they got you down there, they can't do nothing for you. And then they're going to pick up somebody else and step on you to go pick up and do that again to somebody else. You people better wake up. That's why people get away with what they get away with, because they're coddled.
Yeah.
Same thing with the judicial system. I give you a bond, let you go out. You go out here and beat up somebody else, rape somebody else, when I just gave you a free pass to do it again.
Yeah. Yep. There's a perfect example. I'm sorry, Teasy, go ahead. Hey.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, baby.
You go ahead.
What if the reason why they don't want to be sober is because they know the truth.
About what?
About what has happened to Summer.
Okay, so how about this? How about take it to Jesus and go on and change?
They don't want to face what they've done to
God,
Summer.
And then you and God can work out whatever you did with Summer.
That is true. That is true.
Because you gotta remember, they were doing this to you before Summer went missing.
Yeah.
To getting high and drunk and fighting each other. They've been doing that.
I'm sure they got a world of regret on their shoulders from their whole life. Everything.
And that's my point.
They've ever done.
These people were misfits before the child even got gone.
Yeah.
And before the boys got gone. So it's like, hell, they can't go nowhere but down.
Well, like somebody said, all you got to lose is your misery.
Damn. Buddy, you know you say something.
But think about it. I know that it does make sense, though, if you think about it. They're miserable people. They make people around them miserable.
But this is what I don't understand. Let me tell you something. If I could tell the stuff I really want to tell on this live, but I have to be careful what I talk about. I was recently somebody just like them. Wake up every day, hooping and hollering and inebriated and wreaking havoc, and everybody just gathering around her like she's a rock star. She wasn't shit. And let me tell you, the devil came on in and showed her, you got to go, Queen. You got to get you somewhere to stay. Because you can't stay here no more. See, all that foolishness catches up to you. See, because all that time, and she's a perfect example, like the whales, the time you spent drinking and getting high and fussing and cussing and arguing with your little men friends, you could have been paying your due bills, such as your rent.
Yes.
You could have been out here doing something fruitful with your life. So then your ass had to get up and go find somewhere else to live. See, that's how these people are. They don't focus on stuff that's important. They too busy want to get geeked up, turned up, wreaking havoc for other people, keeping other people up, waking up the dead and worrying other folks.
Yeah.
See, they don't get it. Some people have to hit all the way bottom. And I got a feeling she's the type, it wouldn't matter right now. She was homeless. She would still be the same.
Oh, I agree.
Because of that mouth.
Yeah. They're both making a hole in the bottom.
There's just some people you can't do nothing with them, for them. You can't help them. You can't buy them nothing, give them no money. You can't do nothing for them. They will drain you down to the bottom, take you all the way down with cylinder blocks onto the bottom of the damn ocean.
Yep. If you mess with them.
And I've seen people like the whales. That's why I'm speaking from experience. I've seen people who, even at the end, when they had to get put out of where they live, they was not going to change. Because you didn't even think to keep a place to stay with your foolishness. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you saw that your getting drunk, turned up, led to you getting your ass put out or whatever, I'm going.
Yeah.
Because you don't care.
A lot of people would have wised up a lot sooner.
Yeah, because see, he almost 60. So that's what we call an old fool. And ain't nothing worse than an old fool.
Can't teach an old fool new tricks.
Okay. So that's why right now, if Candy was to die, go to jail, move on, he would pick another Candus.
He has to have a Candus. You know, somebody he feels superior to.
Yeah.
Somebody he feels like he can beat and bang on and run them down.
He would pick another dope fiend.
Just like
if he got with another woman, she'd be an addict and a drunk.
Yeah. He's a bottom feeder anyway. I mean, he just goes looking for scum.
He would go pick another female that didn't do nothing, like to drink, like to get turned up, like to pop pills, mollies, whatever. He'd pick another Candus.
Right.
She might even look a little better than Candus, but she'd be just like her.
Right.
You think he about to go get a Robin? Shut up, Queen.
Oh, please. Oh, Lord, help us all.
You know what? I've wondered about her.
Well, I'm with you on that. I told you the other day, she confuses me.
Lately, it's not right.
She confuses me.
Yeah. What do you think about that, TZ?
About what?
Robin.
About Robin.
Robin don't know who she wants to be.
Why you say that?
Simply because of how she acts. She portrays as this loving, caring person, but yet she slick throws shade. Like she knows what she's doing. She's not that innocent. And I don't know why she wants to be a part of the mess. Like, what would make you want to be a part of this mess to the point that you insert yourself?
Now, TZ is younger than me. I don't know how old TZ is, but I know TZ is younger than me. And the fact that a young person is on the panel telling you that should tell you something.
To me, it made no sense. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Is this the way the way that things have been said and then what she does, it makes no sense. You're saying social media is bad, yet you up on the YouTube. You saying, you know,
I know, don't believe the hype, don't believe the rumors, like what the pastor said in the beginning. But guess what?
yeah.
We ain't heard nothing from the pastor.
Oh no, he said what he needed to say, which was put out that little tidbit of don't believe the rumors and social media is the problem, because that's all they've from the jump. And
right.
That's all that's being used.
Well, where is he now, TZ?
Oh, he don't want no part.
Yeah, because see, what people don't understand, pastor may not watch YouTube, Facebook, but he got ears. And he also can see. So he can go into YouTube queue and see all the videos and watch Donald Wells on these lives and hear the profanity and the derogatory commentary and the stuff that Candy's also aided him in, and realize, I don't know who the hell I had up in this church. And that's what people need to really focus on, is that you had these people up in your house of the Lord, amongst your patrons and your children.
Yep. In your flock.
Exactly.
They had wolves within their flock is what's happened.
That's absolutely it. But they should have seen that a lot longer before they did.
They probably did, but wasn't a child missing.
Well, then they have no courage.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. I believe in being a Christian and being compassionate and loving. But when you see stuff like that, it is not loving to just kind of smile along with it. That's not love. That's not Christian love.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Dolly. The point is, it wasn't a jump off. The jump off wasn't until someone got missing. See?
Yeah, I realize that.
You know how you ignore stuff? Because we do it all the time. We do it all the time with people. We know they really don't mean us no good, but we just keep on fooling with them, We'll keep letting them call us on the phone, spitting shit, crying and moaning all the damn time. And you, okay. But then when someone went missing, a light bulb had to have gone off. But I ain't got to tell you that I'm thinking subversive stuff about you. I just play along with you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I play along with you. Or maybe for a little while, I support you. But then you keep doing things. And then my have come out and say, oh, hell to the no. These folks are sinister.
Well, surely Robin has seen enough up to now, but posing in pictures with them now and all smiles like,
Robin's wrong for that.
She's put her stamp of approval on this.
She's trying to do, she do what I call pimping Jesus.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
think you're trying to prove something to people that you're a good Christian by being there for them. But see, God ain't told you to be there for them. He told you not to hate them. He didn't tell you to stand beside them.
He said, what fellowship does light have with darkness?
Right. Because that's in Psalms. Don't sit at the table with the wicked.
Right.
So you done seen the signs. They're not proper though. But yet, like you said, you all up in videos. You might as well be in a TikTok video with them. Shut up, Craig.
That's probably coming.
Now, what your husband think about you slumbering and sliding around with him? Because I'd have been and checked her if I was her husband.
She's done gone to the dark side.
My kids, too. Don't take my kids around them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Take my child around them.
I don't know.
Another thing about Robin is...
You might find out she put something in her coffee cup. Shut up. Well, we've seen it happen.
A time or two.
Sanctified folks, good Christian folks, good working folks, hanging with folks doing you know what. And then people start gossiping. And then people start saying, they get high. We already knew that. Where you been?
Yeah. Well.
Because she might like them kind of folks. Stay woke. Robin might be a late bloomer.
Well, she probably hadn't. I don't expect she's experienced much of real life.
Like the little rough side of folk with a little edge to them. You'll see it every day. School teacher, the lady with the professional job, She hanging with the bikers. She hanging with the guys that's rough, that's been in trouble, broke the law, just got out of penitentiary, stayed in trouble, and everybody looking at her like, "Why you want him? He's a misfit. He's been in trouble. I don't know. He's nice to me. He's really nice. He's handsome." Hey, who's to say? She might be enamored with their lifestyle. I don't know, because I can't understand her mouth. I don't understand why I would not deal with her. I could pray for her from afar, not wish her any bad luck, but be leery.
Right. It's something about her. Even the way she did whenever she was in contact with Reverend Donna Serafina, I think that's her name. The Reverend Donna Serafina, she was supposed to like talk to her, Robin was, and all Robin had to do was send her an email and say, "Hey, I'm not interested." Instead, she made a video with her friend to post, and actually posted it, instead of just being a grown woman and saying, "Hey, I'm not interested. I don't believe in that stuff."
Okay.
You know, that's one thing she did. And I'm like, okay, there's something about you that's not on the up and up.
She's not grounded. She's not grounded in the faith. I don't.
And then
so disrespectful for her to do that to Donna. So what are y'all saying she did?
Well, she was communicating with this lady and through email, but yet when it come to talking to her, she avoided her and then turned around and made a video.
What kind of video?
It was just her and her friend, and said that basically she talked to her pastor before doing this, and it's a sin. And then she read Bible verses, and then she had like this grin, and I'm like, "Girl, you ain't fooling nobody." I'm like, "No,
okay,
all you had to do was."
Somebody in the chat said she belittled her through a video.
Okay.
Yeah, and like all she had to do was say, "Ma'am, I'm not interested," in an email, a simple that. That's all you had to do. And then whenever Chris McDonough was about to release the interview he did with her, she turned around again and made another video and put it on the Wells's YouTube channel, saying that she didn't know what was going to be said and all this stuff. And
to
I'm
Chris
just like,
McDonough. To Chris.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Girl, what you mean? You know what you said to this man? Like, why are you acting like you're afraid of something?"
She's playing both sides of the fence.
That's what I thought about. Yeah. That's what I thought about Robin slowly after she started talking. And this is what, let me tell you something about the Queen. I'm good at reading people.
Yes, you are.
And I knew Robin wasn't right the first time Don B came out and said they talked. I already knew. Because you had no business talking to a YouTuber, period. You saw all the hype that came with people trying to figure out the case, people assuming what they think happened, who did it, blah, blah, blah. So why would you then in turn go talk to a YouTuber? Even though he may not appear like he was a troublemaker or anything like that, but his principle, why would you go talk to him? See, that's what I knew something wasn't right with her, because she had obviously went to him to talk about what Candy told her about the door. So whatever she told Don was in relations to maybe not being the version that she had gave to the public or to the news.
Right.
You didn't have no business taking that to the YouTuber scene. And I'm going to tell you why. The obvious. You still kept fooling with her after you went behind her back and said what you said to Don B. So how were you her friend by going back to telling him that you felt some type of way about whatever she told you about that door in that basement? Being locked, unlocked, whichever it was. You should have kept your mouth closed. And then as soon as that aired, I didn't hear much about Robin after that. And then all of a sudden, months later, we started hearing about Robin, and they're hanging together, this and that, and vigils and this and that. And I said, man, can't trust her.
Yeah. I can see her mind being twisted by somebody.
All Candy had to do was tell her, I heard you went and talked to a YouTuber. Why are you going back telling this and this, what I said about this? And then she should have cut her off.
Yeah. A lot of useful idiots in this scenario. But I think she's sort of When I say she's sort of an innocent, I don't mean she is innocent. I think she's maybe naive, and she's got kind of a no. Robin is naive, I believe. And I could see somebody talking to her saying, look, we need your support, and you're a Christian and you're supposed to be on, helping us.
But that's why they called in the first place. I tell y'all to pay attention to the details.
Right. So they turned her in a way.
Because that was questionable. People have said that too, who done it. Why did she call Dotson and Robin? Because now we find out they really wasn't all that Dotson really wasn't in the fold with her like that for her to call him.
Yeah. They needed her.
He hurried up and disappeared and got somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Bye-bye. There's a lot of suspicious people here. I just wonder how many of them had been up on that hill partying.
Well,
they should have been.
I don't think those two that we're speaking of have been up there, but I think they were used like Boy H was. I think they
were absolutely
for her to call Dotson and call Robin,
yes,
because these were good Christian people. She had to have somebody lay it on thick. She didn't really have no friends. She wasn't friends with Alec. So who did she have? So she had to call somebody from the church for support. She knew what she was doing.
Well, yeah, they were using them for some sense of respectability. Here's our covering. Our church is out here with us.
Fraternize with.
Well, that's what Don made so plain in his every time he in the beginning. We try to be with good people and live a good life and try to be with good Christians. My goodness, what a lie. You only try to do that when you're in a little bit of trouble. So kind of looks
a little bit.
Trouble comes and you go running to the altar.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Right. And when people show you who they are, believe them. Said that's the truth.
Right.
But sometimes we keep what I say, keep reeling them back in. I know. I'm learning myself. Let them float on out to sea, baby.
That's right. Don't be.
Look, let them float on back out there.
Cut the line. Oh, man. Yeah, I could tell you stories about that, too.
Donna, I don't.
No.
I don't.
She just don't think. Neither do I. That's just.
See, I don't give these people the stage and platforms like the other YouTubers do. I don't entertain that bullshit.
No, because that's just people bearing tales.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get the whole wire upset because then somebody goes into another room and said, well, I heard this. And as if what I think people
and then you got a tit for tat going back and forth on who said what and who's supposed to be telling the truth.
Right.
You don't know none of these people. So I keep trying to tell people about this storyline. This is a wicked story pertaining to a child and other children. These people have been jumping out of clown cars like somebody was giving away free cheese. Did you hear what I said?
Mm-hmm.
Commodity cheese.
Right.
The big boy cheese, the big block.
Yeah.
They jumping out like somebody handing out some real damn cheese.
True.
Like rats. But for what?
Their moment.
Exactly.
But what we have to remember, not a single person on this line is under oath. You say anything you want to, therefore.
Exactly.
And nobody can hold you to account.
That's right. And then the point about talking too is I ain't got to prove it. Like with criminal law. It ain't my job to prove to you I'm guilty. That's your job. You're the detective. You're supposed to do the work.
Right. And in the meantime, I'm out here just clowning and having a big old time and confusing the whole thing. And man, I don't know how in the world they're going to come up with a jury pool
anybody can repeat something, but can you bring a receipt? Because 9 times out of 10, nobody's recording their phone calls, conversations with people to say, he told me this, she told me this, they did this on the 19th, the 15th, the 18th. Ain't nobody got no recording and no way to show you nothing unless they sent you a text message and you kept it.
Right. If they had to prove everything that they were throwing out there, 75% of the internet would jump down. You know, it just shut down because there'd be nothing that could be proven. And they've all been exposed for who they really are. And look, go do your thing. That's fine. Whatever. I don't have to play.
Said Kimberly talking about that block cheese was good. She was younger. Like the butter. Kimberly, go to bed.
Listen, I like that too. Get me a box of soda crackers and block cheese. Yes, sir.
That's some soda crackers, girl. You a mess. Does that mean saltines?
Saltines, honey.
He said soda crackers. I'm dead. Look, Smoke said government cheese. It was the best.
That was the best.
Some people don't know about that, baby.
Mm.
But right. You're right. At the end of the day, it's all hearsay. And that's what's been the problem with this story.
Yes,
so many people. And, at first it was just a few people. It wasn't a whole lot of people. So we can't say it was just a bunch of people talking, because in the beginning it was just really Boy H and his mother. But they said enough to get the ball rolling.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
They got everybody's mind twisted up. And that's what brought in the Jose and what was really falling out about. And somebody had said the other day, I believe it was AB, that said that he don't. I don't know if it's AB that said he don't believe it's about Jose. Somebody said that. Well, then what is it about if it ain't about Jose?
Well, I don't know.
TZ, you awfully quiet.
Oh no, I'm just listening and
Why
watching.
You turning the microphone off?
Huh?
What did you turn the microphone off, child? You act like you're in a house with a bunch of babies.
Oh no, so it don't echo.
When you talk, I don't hear no echo.
Oh, okay then.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you then, TZ.
Mm-hmm.
The two, Allie and Candus, didn't fall out about Jose. Then what was it over?
Well, when was the call about Candus not allowing Allie's kids to come home?
I don't know what's that.
I don't recall that. Yeah.
I do believe that was an incident in 2020 as well. So that's what made me think, okay, it probably has to do about.
Said Hunter. I think I first heard that rumor in the beginning that she had been giving him stuff or doing something, and then Allie had felt some type of way. But see, that makes no sense, because did he ask you for permission to go with Candus that morning? He had to go back there and ask you, even though you was asleep. He still had to go, Mama, get up. I want to go with Candus. They won't.
And she did say, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I have no idea what was the real reason of them falling out.
But Alice found out about what? HCB. What are you talking about? Hunter and Candus. I don't know what you're talking about. Hello, Marvell. How you doing? Did Allie's mom and Grandis date? Maybe that's why. Okay, Kimberly, damn.
Hey,
girl,
it can happen.
I believe I almost need a diaper just a minute ago. What?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Wait, let me compute. Allie's mom and Grandis.
Oh, Allie's mom and Grandis. Oh, please. Pebbles and Grandis. I can't see it. Pebbles and Grandis.
Spiritual. Y'all better shut up. Not the two old gals getting down. Now y'all just like, damn.
The two OGs.
Yeah.
You and her walking in the rain.
Oh my God. Come on now, girl.
Yes.
Ooh, line them up.
I'll never be the same.
Again.
Y'all just showing out, Lord. Not the grandmamas was humping together. Y'all wrong, man. Damn, come on now. Let's put a little light at the end of the tunnel. Well, that's a thought. Let's think about that for a minute.
Please don't make me think about that.
I'm not gonna get mad because my mama messing with my friend's mama. Would I care? Would I care?
Well,
would I care that my mama getting some from my friend's mama? Damn, don't sound good.
No matter what way you put it, it still don't sound good.
Okay, so I don't think they would care. I don't think they would care. I don't think those two women would care about that. But I still don't understand why some y'all think Grandis and Jose was getting it on.
I think you got a problem in the room there. Okay, somebody took care of that. You must have spotted it.
But Queen, that is how swingers swing. It is you. Well, I know people swing, but I'm talking about the two mamas messing. That wouldn't be really considered swinging, because I don't think nobody would be having sex with their mamas.
I don't think the two mamas were.
See what somebody said? I thought she messing with Jose.
Who's messing with who is the
Y'all
question?
listen to them rumors. We don't have any proof that Jose and Grandis got it on.
No.
Oh my God.
Maybe Candy them know how to drive to North Carolina, and that was an easy route. She was the easy ride. She said, I'll take you. That don't mean somebody's screwing somebody because they gave him a ride.
This is the big old mess.
The cast of thousands.
You know what I like?
Pandemonium. It's pandemonium.
I like to just be somebody who could just sit and talk with them and they finally tell the truth and get it all recorded.
Wouldn't that be a big relief?
Everybody admit to who was digging who shot JR, and just be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then also admit where the child is.
Well, wouldn't that be a bliss day?
Ooh, listen to somebody said that swing creaking. I be damned. Say that. That sounds like some black folks in my chat right there, baby.
Who in the swing now?
Hey, you better ask somebody. Because this can't be but one or two swinging in that swing. Shut your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Because remember, I told you, you don't know what might come up out that ground out there one night.
That's the truth. Ooh.
Y'all keep on doing all that hooping and hollering and cussing and dialing 911. One day the line might get cut. Don't make me start singing up here. Celia, that feels like singing.
That's singing the 911 blues.
Hey. I'll bring it out.
Uh-huh. I just thought we were having some fun, and now my baby is dialing 911.
You got that right. That swing, the swing. Girl, let me tell you something. If I was them up there in that holler, and I was getting turned up, turned back, and I heard that damn swing.
Oh no!
I'd run up off that gravel road so damn fast. You hear me? You better shut up. Look, be like this.
Be like this. Fancy like.
Damn, you see that? She left the ground.
I thought she made a hole in it.
Oh, thank you, Bobby Brown. Thank you, AB. I ain't lying. Ain't no way. You sit up there getting turned up, Don, you, and Don Candy, you, and you hear, hey, that little creak. What was that?
Who's swinging? Who's swinging? Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Them two take a lot for granted. You know what I was thinking about last night in the midnight hour? Somebody creeping up there. You hear what I'm saying?
Like with a box of matches.
Ain't no sheriff, ain't no TBI, ain't nobody watching that house, and somebody creep up that driveway and handle business.
Oh yeah. Listen, that could happen. That could easily happen.
I'm just gonna be truthful with you. As much as their address has circulated on social media, on this damn YouTube, I'm very shocked that nobody has went up there and pushed that damn door in.
But you're making a good point there, because they have outed so many people as a result of this thing. You know, it's been a lot fell out the closet when they started this.
That's what I'm saying. And you know, it would be nothing for somebody to come out there and come up that driveway on foot and come correct.
Yeah, but it doesn't even have to be anybody from YouTube. It could be a local.
I'm not saying
other stuff.
I didn't say it was from nobody from YouTube.
I mean, that's the thing.
That's not what I said. I said somebody.
Yeah.
I ain't saying who it would be. I'm saying,
she's not trying to recruit
talk
anybody.
So much, y'all talk so much that address has circulated 10 times fold around from Scotland to Australia back to America. How easy it would be for somebody to go up the drive and handle business.
Yeah.
Because remember, y'all don't stay lucid enough to remember if doors is open and closed.
Mm-hmm.
You keeping the bottom door locked. Just saying. Because I'm telling you, when they come, they're going to come correct. They're coming through the front door.
Yep. Guns blazing.
Listen to Jamie. Somebody's about the dogs would bark. Lord, y'all ain't listening.
Takes about 4 steaks and ain't no dog be barking.
Say what on that?
Just, a pack of steaks and take care of the dogs.
See, this when you know when people don't really know how evil the world is and how people get down. You got to think about all the people that are dead and they had their door was shut. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
They had a phone line, they had ADT, but they did. So explain that.
Right. Best security system in the world.
I mean, no, because it's an old saying, if I want in there, I get in there.
That's right.
It means necessary.
If I want to get to you, I can.
I'll get to you. Yeah. I can wait on you coming outside in the early morning when you're getting ready to go to work.
Yes. Follow you to work.
I catch you. Hey, I catch you coming in. I catch you going out. I could ride behind you and run you off the road. See, people don't really be thinking. This is why those two need to quit talking. Please stop talking.
Yes, I agree with you.
Because you really put yourself in a situation where really the way people have showed out and acted so damn crazy pertaining to something else, it's really a wonder that Don and Candy are even breathing.
It really is at this point.
Because you do have some sick people out here that would lie in wait.
Yes, they certainly would.
And it would hurt them.
You bring up the wrong name. Yeah. Those people aren't playing up there. They're not playing. Or they don't play like they do.
Kathleen, suck a nut.
Kathleen's got an issue this evening.
Get the bitch out of my chat.
Oh my gosh. She's just, Everybody wants to
stay off the powder, kitty. It's kind of late.
Too much caffeine, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, probably had about 4 Mountain Dews.
Yeah, coming in here with that nonsense.
Oh, me.
Nobody's even thinking about what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's just not nice.
But that's why you have to be careful what you say on social media.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
You just can't be up here rattling off at the tongue, going on and on about stuff, and then people know your address and where you live. Let me tell you something. This is something I have mentioned to people in the chat before about talking to people through social media. You don't know who you're talking to, like that nut that just came up in here. You don't know people. Night Listener is a good movie to show you that anybody can spin a web to you and you fall for it and believe it. That's what Robin Williams, he's no longer living, God rest his soul. And then there's Talk Radio. That came out, I believe, in the late 80s.
Yeah.
That's a good show to watch to show you how diabolical the mind is, such as what I'm doing up here. I talk, somebody don't like what I say, and then they hunt me down. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
And that's what happened in this movie. Somebody got tired of what he was saying on the radio. And they started sending him nice little messages.
Here's the thing about it. You're on, this is your channel. You are clearly seen. You stand behind what you say, and somebody who can be anonymous. I don't know who that is. For all I know, that's not even anywhere close to their name. Can come in here and throw stuff at you. That's cowardly. That takes a real coward to come in and and try and try to preach to you. That's just.
Well, see, that's why I say there's people like this are the same people that the whales. You want somebody to coddle you and tell you what you want to hear and be in agreement with you. But when somebody is not being in agreement, then they're rude. They're this.
Yeah.
The way I want to do things on my channel, that's my prerogative.
Right.
I'm not going to let nobody come in here and run my channel.
Well, come for you in your channel.
I can't let the chat run the channel. Sorry.
Exactly. Right. It's yours.
You know, you can't dominate the community board. You can't dominate the chat.
Yep.
You can't do that. You can't dominate the panel. You can't run this. So if you got a problem, then you go get your own channel and you can do it how you want to do it.
Exactly.
And you let the people run over you and run your channel, then you be sitting up there crying.
Yeah.
They don't have no respect for me.
Well, imagine that.
Imagine that, right?
Oh, me. Why can't people act right?
They can't, because people like ass kissers.
Yes.
So long as you all up in their ass, dissecting shit, they good with you.
Coddling.
The first time you say something they don't like, oh, I'm unsubscribing. Oh, I don't like that. Well, maybe you said something in the chat I didn't like, but I didn't block you. I still let you keep talking.
Right. And then
that's what amazes me about people. That's stuff I see in the chat all the time. I don't agree with, and you still in here talking.
Yeah.
You still in here talking.
And that kind of person always, they're a last worder. They're going to have the last word. So they come back in and use up their last ticket.
Oh, and guess what? Keep changing the username.
Oh, yeah.
Keep changing the username. Keep trying to jump back on the panel. You're not getting back up on that panel.
You got to have that pound of flesh for whatever reason. That's their quest.
And it's just ridiculous.
It is.
You know? You getting all upset over something I said earlier about my community page. That's my community page. If I said I want y'all to do something a certain way, that's what I want.
Yeah. Hey.
It's just like when you get a questionnaire and it says, check the box, yes or no. He didn't tell you right in between the yes and no.
There's no option for maybe.
When you took the ACTs, what did it say? Circle to circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't say write your answer. You circle the circle with your pencil.
Correct.
Now, what fool would go to the teacher and say, well, I've got a 2-part answer and I need to explain myself.
Right. There's not an essay.
They would tell you, well, I tell you what, since you don't want to follow directions, you go on and put your 2-part answer on there and it's going to be marked wrong by the computer.
Correct.
So then who you going to be mad at then?
People want the world according to their own rules.
I've never seen anything like it.
I don't know.
I told them what to do. I said, don't put no explanation. Just put your yes or no. But then come over here to the chat. I will have a live and you can hit the panel and give your opinion. How is that being rude? I said, damn, these people crazy, man.
You're not the only person that was rude to her today. Quote, rude to her today. You know.
Obviously.
I imagine everybody she encountered today was rude in some way to her, according to her, the way she interprets things.
And that's the point, is that these type of people are the ones who want you to bow down to them. They want to come in and infiltrate the chat and run shit in the chat and try to run over everybody like a steamboat. Ain't nobody supposed to say nothing about nothing.
Right. You know that.
There's no way I can let people do that in the chat.
No. Well, you know, you could turn the chat over to everybody, but it would make everybody mad. Because we all show up here for you.
Exactly. There will be somebody else who has something to say. Well, why are you letting them do that?
Yeah, exactly. Why are you letting them get away with all that nonsense? Because you're the director here. It's your show. It's your movie.
Oopsie daisy, you're right. She's going to have to grow a song.
Uh-huh. Yes, she is. Oopsie daisy.
I just ain't never seen nothing like it. I just thought, my God, everybody's in the chat. Nobody had nothing to say but that one person. She's the only one coming in complaining.
Yes. Exactly.
Only one.
You can always tell. You know, it reminds me of your encounter this last weekend. Somebody trying to get in your space, get in your face, make you share your spotlight with them.
And then, you know, what I told you then, I'm very glad, you know, somebody told me, I think I read this recently, that you have to be thankful for those things to happen because God is trying to show you something.
Show you, yeah. Huh? Yeah.
That heifer is diabolical.
Yeah, she is. Walk a wide circle around that.
She's showing you I'll get in your face. I'll loud talk. I'll be right up on you. Do whatever. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, that's the kind that'll, you open your front door and they'll blow your brains out eventually.
And then I double back, try to play nice with you, hoping that you will receive me in, so then I could stab you properly.
Right, exactly. Pull you up close so that knife will go deep.
That's exactly what she would do. She'd say, let me see if she'll play nice and try to be my friend again. Yeah. And then once she thought I was in, let me tell you what she would do. I know what she would do. She'd call me and she'd say, I really don't like how you treated me.
Yeah. Yes.
I was trying to call you and you didn't pick up the phone and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, we.
And we'd be right back.
Yes.
And I'd have to cuss her ass out and tell her, first of all, I don't gotta answer my phone. I answer my phone when I feel like answering my phone. Just like you answered your phone when you felt like it. There were times you were busy, you didn't answer, get no attitude.
Yeah.
But let me know she's not well equipped up here.
Yeah, you don't need that.
What's wrong with her?
You don't need it.
Yeah.
You were not born.
Let me tell you, this is how she talks. Hi, how are you?
Oh my gosh.
Did you have a nice day today? Oh my gosh, I can't believe he said that. But then when she started showing out in the bar, that ain't how she talked. She talked like old ghetto ratchet ass Negro.
I can hear it.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. I know. I've encountered that same kind of person. I know exactly.
Like night and day.
Yes, of course. She was not getting what she wanted. She was trying to attract you with honey, but when you gave her vinegar, that did not sit well. Yeah.
And that's when I realized, I said, this heifer crazy, walking around talking like a little baby doll. But then when she don't get her way, she's starting to feel like she's straight out of a gangster movie. Gangster I said, oh yeah, this heifer is crazy. What's going on with Rags?
It is going. I saw that too. And I was wondering, I missed the.
Rags, what happened? We were talking. Yeah. And then look, what time is it?
Her father passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. We missed that when you was talking.
So sorry, Rags. So sorry.
Oh, honey. You know you can get the love anytime. My condolences. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my God.
Rags, I'm sorry about your daddy. You and your family's in my prayers as well.
Yes.
So sorry, Rags.
In the prayers. Before we go to bed, we'll say a prayer for you, sweetheart.
Absolutely.
Lord have mercy.
So sorry.
Yeah.
We weep with you.
Amen. That's true. That's right. We cry together. Shut your mouth.
We do. Yes, we do. We laugh together. We cry together.
Mercy me. See, and that's another thing. As quick as the devil come in, you see somebody lost their life. Y'all up here crying and moaning about insignificant things. That's when you realize how miserable people are. Somebody didn't get up this morning. Somebody's sick this morning. Somebody's sick last night.
Yeah. Yes.
Somebody's child is sick, dead, gone, missing.
Yes.
Somebody's husband, wife left them, and you coming in here crying about a yes or no question.
Puts things in perspective.
But that's right. Hey, that's what the point I be trying to make to the chat. That all this little foolishness you be seeing up here. I told myself yesterday, I said, everything that you see on YouTube is the same stuff in the street. These are the same people with all that misery coming in here. They miserable as hell.
Yes.
I get up every day. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good spirit.
You can tell somebody that just puts a drain on you because you just feel tired around them. You just get weary.
How you get up? You see what time of night it is. It's 2 a.m. What is you doing? You coming in the chat with, gangbusters.
Yeah, coming in here to hit you.
Because you unhappy.
Yeah, miserable. Listen, I was not born to carry your baggage. I'm sorry.
And that be no different than right now. I get off this wire and I decide I still want to stay up. I might want to go over in the YouTube queue and look around and see what I see. I can see something I don't like. I ain't got the hang over there.
Or you might feel like going to
I ain't got
Waffle
to
House.
comment. I ain't got to troll the chat. I ain't got to do none of that. I can just hit the stop on the screen and push on.
See, that's why I started limiting where I would go, because you get in there and you start seeing comments and it's like, oh man, this is so chaotic.
Wake
It
up,
just disturbed me inside,
like
and
Pat
I couldn't
Williams
handle it.
said, banging on bacon. Just wake up mad, ready to get a bazooka and blow everybody's brains out.
Going postal.
That's it. And you like, what the hell? Hell, I was postal early at the post office. Man, I made them piece of my damn mind early. You know what I said?
But,
I told them, what is my neighbor doing getting my mail?
oh yeah.
I don't play that.
Mm-mm. No.
We got some issues with the mail system. And this mailman gonna try to tell me today, I got 900 people. You the only one complaining. I said, I can't be the only one complaining because we've got news that you got stuff unsorted in the back room. So how is that the only one?
Wow.
He was out of line. And I told the postmaster there, I said, let me tell you something. I don't got time for this. I don't got time to be putting notes in the mailbox and running up here. Hey, you got too many issues. You sending mail back to the people I pay my bills to. So they wondering if I'm moving or disconnecting service. So that's my fault too.
Wow.
That was my fault months ago. So who put the mail in the wrong person's box? That's my fault too, but I don't have access to the postal service. Yeah. But I'm 1 out of 900 that got a problem.
I expect that ain't true.
I said, he should have never said that to me. I said, told that man, I said, he had no right to say that to me because that was rude, because you're basically blaming me for problems that you have back there in that office and your delivery service. That don't have nothing to do with the coin, honey.
Yeah. Ooh, just consternation everywhere.
And then, I threw in his face. I said, well, I guess, is it going to be a problem with me getting my mail from now? You don't want to keep it.
I know, girls, because
he got nervous then. He said, oh, no, we don't do that. Our postal workers don't do that. They don't do what? Steal mail? That's a lie.
That FedEx driver that threw all those boxes down that road.
Wow.
That doesn't happen. Those things don't happen.
Wait a minute. You done heard the story out in California? Robbing the trains. The people robbing the trains or something with the postal
no, I missed that.
Let me tell you something.
They robbing trains?
Many years ago, this is a long time ago, there was a postal worker, I think it was in Illinois. For some reason, he got investigated, I guess, for not delivering the mail. Well, when they went to his house, they brought a search warrant. They went in that garage. Do you know they found big bags, the U.S. Postal bags, filled with mails going back years.
Good night.
And they had to redeliver all of that mail.
Oh, wow.
I'm talking about bags. I don't even remember the number of bags. They said it was lots. The big ones.
Unbelievable. I've seen those big mail bags. Yeah.
Okay. He had a lot of them just sitting in his garage. So now you're going to tell me that they don't steal mail? That's a lie. Now, I ain't saying he steal mail, but don't tell me what he won't do.
Well, yeah, just to have it, just because.
He didn't want to deliver it.
Just didn't feel like delivering it.
Deliver it.
Wanted credit for it, though. He took cashed his check, though, didn't he?
So you got to think about that.
Yeah.
How much mail then went and sat in somebody's house or garage? And you sitting here wondering, where's my letter? And you calling people and they telling you, I sent it.
Yeah.
Because I remember years ago, my uncle used to live not too far from in the area where you are. And he sent me a nice little package. And that package had to go through Chattanooga, then to Knoxville. I never got it. And when I called, they had told me, I called the postal service down there in the town where he lived, a real small town. And they said, well, we've had some issues of our mail not making it over into Chattanooga. Somebody who was taking the mail from us and traveling through Chattanooga was dumping the mail and going through the mail.
Oh, great. It's everywhere.
The person that was driving the truck from that small town to bring it to Knoxville. He was pulling over, I guess, and going through the mail and stealing anything he thought of value.
Right.
That's some value, because my uncle had put cash in one of the little.
Oh my, yeah. So that took care of that.
Yeah, he had wrapped me. He had sent me a bunch of DVDs, I think CDs and or CDs of music, and he had stuck the money down in there.
Wow.
In a package, and I never got that package.
Never got that.
Or the money.
Needless to say. Oh.
So what happened to it? Because I've been getting mail from him. Everything he ever sent me, I got.
Till then.
Except for that one package.
Some foolishness going on.
I told him after that, don't send no more cash.
Yeah.
Because it's dangerous to send cash in the mail anyway.
It is anyway. Yeah. I've done it, but.
Well, a lot of people have.
But now it's so much easier now with Cash App, Venmo.
Right. We didn't have those things.
We didn't have those things.
Right. So it's easier now for you to get a card, I get a card, and we can swap money, send money to each other.
Yes.
Back in the day, people did send cash to people all the time, but it is risky sending anything in an envelope because people will assume, it's some money. That's why you got to make it look like it's a Dear Jane letter.
Yes.
Make it look like it's a 8-page letter. But when they saw it, they probably looked at it and felt that it's round. Oh, it's probably some CDs in here.
Yeah.
They put 2 and 2 together.
Of course.
And then luckily, it was music and some money in there.
Well, they're gonna have
I was so disappointed.
I know you were.
I never had any problem with getting my mail. I always got my mail from him, and I was just like, he was stunned too. But he had heard some things down there where he was. They even had a problem down there too at the post office. Somebody was going in the mail because I think some medicine had been open or stolen. So somebody down there was going through the mail too at their postal service.
People act in any sort of way and just feel like, hey, this is what I want to do. Just kind of.
That's why it's really dangerous even getting your medicine sent to you.
Yes.
In the mail.
Absolutely.
Because people know what that medicine look like. They know it come in that old soft package. They know that's medicine in there. And they will try to open it. They will open it up. But I was talking crazy. I was talking crazy to the postmaster today. I said, well, I'll tell you what. I said, you ain't got to worry about delivering no more damn mail because I ain't got to have none coming here. So he was like, well, that is your preference. I know it's my preference.
Yeah, hello. He'll be condescending SOB.
I know my preference.
He sounded kind of
Let me tell you
arrogant.
what the mail carrier told me. We got an app where you could track it. I said, why should I? I said, I don't get a lot of mail as it is. I said, so why should I have to go now put another app on my phone to track my mail?
Yes.
Well, I'm just saying if it just make it easier for you. He just still kept talking. I walked off.
Arrogant.
Yeah, because I knew I would have lost my religion.
Wow.
Because I let him know. I said, well, you can see how pissed off I am. I'm having all these issues with the mail. And now you telling me I'm the only one complaining when I know that's not true because there's a story running around about the mail system right now. So the news people, they're lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the postmaster admitted it. Oh, I'm the new postmaster. So I asked, right?
Yeah.
I said, well, so when did you get this position? About a week or so ago. But we cleared it up in 3 days. Okay, so then I'm not lying about what I'm saying, that y'all got some issues, period.
That's right. That's right.
That you had mail in the back not sorted, and now you got a carrier or a sub not putting mail in the right box.
Yeah.
And really, the person not putting the mail in the right box don't got nothing to do with the mail not getting sorted in the back. That's two separate situations.
That's right, because that's mail that you do have, that you are delivering, just delivering wrong. Oh, God.
Okay, somebody said you can track it and they still misdeliver it. Of course.
Yeah, that's true.
So what you trying to tell me then? Because now I'm really sitting there thinking this is crazy. So now you're telling me that every piece of mail is going to get a zap with a machine to show that you scanned it.
Mm-hmm.
You going to scan every piece of mail? That don't sound right. You tracking every piece of mail now without needing permission. That's what they're saying.
Right.
Okay, somebody says yes, but the applicant say it's been delivered and it hasn't. Well, it's kind of like a FedEx. It's the same thing, ain't it? He drops off the package, or she.
Yep.
And then he goes in that little thing he got to say delivered. Yep. Well, that ain't stopping the person from walking by and picking it up.
That's right. He scanned it and then dumped it.
And then somebody comes by and pick it up.
Yeah. So.
She said yes, and they won't tell you where they delivered your package, but tell you
that's right.
Delivered it.
Yeah. Well, all it has to be is delivered somewhere for them to say, well, I delivered it. Well, yeah, just not to me.
Yeah, because that's everybody knows that with any courier that they can put in a computer, such as like FedEx, UPS, that they delivered a package. But once they walk off, that's out of sight.
Yeah.
I can put in there, I scanned it, and boom, I delivered it at 12:10 p.m. But when I walk off, I don't have no jurisdiction of who went by and picked it up.
It's people like this that cause companies like the U.S. Mail, FedEx, UPS, they'll end up having to have cameras on their truck to prove that they were at the address where they said they delivered it and see them actually doing it and spend all kinds of money. And then we end up paying a bigger rate because they had to put all that. It's the criminals in this society that are making all of us pay more than we ought to for anything.
Yeah, I got somebody's mail. And the neighbors, they were all nosy, talking about this came, worrying about who's at the door. I want to say, y'all must want to steal it. You're so concerned about why it's sitting there. So I saw it had somebody else's name on it. I took it to the person. I went there 2 days in a row. The second day, the lady came to the door. She just gasped when I opened the door. She just grabbed, she just did like this. And I was like, you all right? And she says, yes, I've been looking for this. It's from my mom from California. It's cookies. I said, what? She said, my mom baked some cookies and sent them to me. Honey, her mama need to give her a damn gift card.
Right.
Because FedEx brought it to me.
Uh-huh.
It was FedEx or UPS. So the point is, what if I or somebody else had picked it up? Because it's no guarantee that I would have gotten it, even though it did not belong to me.
Right.
Brought it to the wrong address. But somebody else could have picked up that package.
Yes.
She never got that package.
Well, luckily you were honest about it and solved the problem for her.
I said, let me go and take this package to this person. And I went by one day and they never answered the door. Then I went by again, and finally the lady, she opened the door and she was yelling to her husband. And she was like, oh my God, you won't believe it. This lady just brought mom's cookies here.
Yeah.
My mom's been wondering, where's the package? And I keep telling her I never got it. So I'm looking at FedEx or whoever. I'm like, well, what is your problem? You can't read the address to know this ain't the right street.
Really?
Did you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get in a big hurry, though.
It wasn't even the right street. You can't read the street name.
Incompetence.
And let's think about that. California to Tennessee. That's a long way.
It's a stale cookies. Don't make a lot of sense.
But you know what she probably did? She probably overnight the cookies.
Well,
you know, you got to pay a little fee.
Maybe, maybe so.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, Queen, who done it? I'm going to get off here.
I'm going to get off here too, because we done went from talking about Candus Bly A Victim and
yeah. We've been gone to victim to victimizer, and TZ, good talking to you too.
I got off. Thank you, TZ, for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I'll see y'all ladies later.
Okay,
good night.
All right, honey. All right.
Bye.
Queen, I'm gonna jump too. So, because I know you fixing to close down the shop here.
Oh, yes.
Enjoyed it.
Yes, thank you. Me too, because my eyes getting heavy. Thank you.
All right, love you.
Bye, honey. All right, everybody. That was Who Done It in TZ. Thank you all so much. Sorry we got off. I ventured off into the postal service. Yes, because Queen was a little aggravated with the postal service yesterday. But the sad commentary, as you can see it in the title, is Miss Bly a Victim? And I brought that title from somebody's post who was asking questions about Miss Bly, and also from the latest events that happened from January 19th. She accused her husband, Mr. Wells, of putting his hands on her. Naturally, he has denied the allegations. The commentary states that they will go to private prosecution. So I'm assuming they'll get a court date and they will work it out in court. When I get more information pertaining to what happened in court, I will bring you the said information. And I want to thank you all for your support, kind words, the wonderful birthday wishes. If you'd like to donate to the channel, $BigAngie129 Cash App. Thank you all so much. I will be back on. Thank you, honey, for the birthday wish. Thank you so much. I will be back on later. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to bring the topic I've been meaning to bring day before yesterday. And it's about Americans not going back to work or basically quitting their jobs. Why are Americans quitting their jobs? That is a topic I've been meaning to bring, and that will be the next topic. Thank you all so much. Yes, please catch the replay. I appreciate that. Thank you all for tuning in. I did get a little testy because I'm just like tired of the BS. I just like, I don't get up here for the nonsense. I get up here to bring you all the content and bring it to you the best way I can. And as I've said to many people, if you feel like you need to check yourself out of the said content, please log out of the video and keep it moving. You don't have to watch the content. No one's forcing anyone to watch anything over here or on anybody else's network. It's not that serious. I thank you all for joining me. You all have a safe night, safe week. It's Thursday, almost time for the weekend. Queen, it will be 51 on Saturday. Amen. God is good. I'm highly favored. I feel so good and so blessed. And thank you all for being there for the Queen and supporting the channel. Almost at what? 11.3 thousand subscribers. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Pisces. Thank you. And I'm going to say this before I check out. As most of you know, Summer Wells' birthday is next month. She is not a January, but an Aquarius child. Listen, my birthday is Saturday. Summer Wells is early February. That's why I think I feel the bond with this child I've never met. Same zodiac sign. And, some people believe in it, some don't. It's not really nothing to dwell on. But I told myself, maybe that's the kindred spirit that you feel with Summer Wells. You both are water bearers. Who knows? But I'm going to pray. Summer Wells and her brothers. Pray for a positive outcome, that we get some justice pertaining to this child. Oh, and don't cry, honey. Yeah, don't get emotional. Please don't get emotional. But yes, I feel like that might be why I feel some type of kindred spirit with this child. Because now, once I find out that her birthday's in early February, that puts her into the Aquarius spectrum. So it's kind of like, well, maybe that's why you have this this type of connection with this child. It's very, you never know, but it was nice that end of that audio that I played, hearing her laugh. That is the yes, Miss K. That is the sweetest sound of a child, is to hear a child's laugh. Oh, okay, Divine. Tell him I said happy birthday. That is the sweetest sound that you can hear from a child, is a child's laughter. And sadly, we can't hear her. We can't hear Summer's laugh. I don't know where she is, but I pray that the truth will be revealed. I just pray that this will not be an ongoing situation like Cal City. I don't want to dwell on this case ending up like that case and so many other cases, because that would be heart-wrenching to look up. It's almost February, and then before you know it, it's March, then it's June. We're now waving fans at ourselves back in shorts and sandals, wondering where Summer Wells is. That would be gut-wrenching. That would be just like the ultimate stab to the gut. Is to be 1 year in to the date and still wondering, where is this child? Thank you, twins. Thank you so much. Prayers for Summer Wells. Prayers for her brothers too. Because no matter what we think of the family, that was their family. And that's the thing about people. You don't have to like people, but that's the family they knew. And you have to remember that those are children. And children will favor people, adults who have not been so kind to them, better than we favor other adults who have not been so kind. So always remember that Don and Candus, are their parents, and the children may still have favor for them. Doesn't mean we have to, but they possibly do. And that's the part that's kind of makes you a little ill, because you've got these deep, emotional, negative feelings about these people. And you think they've done something terrible to their child. And then you also look at the fact that these boys now don't have these same people who possibly harmed their sister. That's a lot to digest as a human. That would be a lot for these children to digest, because, they probably are hearing things, seeing things. And I can't imagine being in their shoes, wondering if my parent harmed my sister. I don't think we ever really thought about that. And I think, we should think about that. What the toll has taken, what toll this has taken on the boys. Because in the end, that is their parents. And they may still favor Don and Candus and miss their sister. And how awful would that be to one day find out these people are behind the disappearance of this said child? Do you know how terrible that will be for those boys? Not just the things we've said nasty and ugly about them, but the day, if the day comes, that they are brought to stand atonement for this child, account, the children will eventually find out. I can't imagine what that would be like. Thank you for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. You all have a safe weekend. Bye.